We need a fat AP mid laner.
Yeah.
But let's see if we.
Alright, so first off, I'm gonna say is I can't believe Pelka wanted Tryndamere or wanted Shen in the Tryndamere. I can't believe he wanted that matchup, but that's okay. Because I thought he would want something to ensure he can outscale Trin. Not but like he wanted more team fight, which it's okay. Varus was pretty good. Varus was a good pick in this situation. Poppy Flex was also very nice because they already took Tryndamere. And then they took Sejuani even though the guys had Nunu one trick. Sorry for the yawn. Yeah, it's a Nunu one trick. So like if he picks Nunu doesn't have any cancels from Poppy W. And we also have a comp that has to like kind of like dive in a little bit but doesn't have much retreat, which means that her Nunu's R is just a giant AoE circle we can't really do much about and would screw our team over.
Play Ori here.
Wow, fuck, dude. That actually been such a nice pick.
Yeah, it's
Do
Ori
we-
or
are we-
Syndra. I think I want Ori.
Syndra's banned.
Yeah.
Syndra's not banned. Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She is banned.
Yeah, they banned her.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, yeah. I'll just do this then.
Alright, Ori.
Do you play Morg demo?
I mean, I could, but that's gonna be pretty shit in Israel. We're gonna be able to do anything in lane. I'm not gonna, because he's just gonna arcane the blind. What do you mean?
No, dude, trust me, it's not that bad. But you don't want to pick it into Karma.
That's a fact.
Alright, so this is our team. We did Bard.
I don't know how top matchup.
We did Bard, Varus versus Karma Ezreal, which actually can beat that out. You just have to watch out for Mantra Q and then Ezreal Q onto Bard, but it's really not that bad. Mid matchup scaling with gank advantage on the opponent's team. They have a little bit less damage, right? It's like Sejuani, Lissandra, but they have a lot of CC to lock up Doug, and Doug's playing Ori. So if he actually got ganked and burned his sums, you'd be in like a real shit spot. Top, we get outscaled. That's why I asked Pelko, like, what is the Shed versus Tryndamere matchup supposed to be like? He's like, well, we used to have to come pre-6, I didn't think, I wasn't sure, like, if he could actually, like, keep surviving in the matchup or what. That's more what I was, like, curious on. Like, can he actually just get solo kills on the Tryndamere? Apparently not.
Up goes.
Yeah, apparently not.
We're very godly colored.
Ooh, we just got our blues and purples.
Yeah, everybody, be the color of a bruise.
Just be wary of Ezreal Karma poke. That's about it.
I'm moving this forward around.
I'm gonna start blue. I'm gonna do something
Those
similar
chimes are in a
to.
terrible spot.
I'll do something similar to last time, like maybe 4 camp top side or 5 camp in this top scuttle. We'll see.
So look, I call out my pathing right away, so everyone knows what I'm doing. Everyone can play around it with their waves. Great, good first start. Of course, the first thing I like doing is just muting everyone. Like I don't like hearing their opponents at all.
Me? The hero? Nah.
Are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing blue.
The reason why I was going is because after doing the review that
KO.
day, I felt like I burned my voice really hard.
Alright, it's good.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water. You
that's
already
good.
know that. This is fine.
Looking for that
I'm
first
pretty sure I
Q steal.
check.
There it
I'm
is.
pretty sure I checked the waves.
Okay, I'm going to wolves.
Yep. Check the waves quickly. I checked 2 waves at least. That's very good. It's good. It's good. It's good so far.
Don't auto the wave.
We won level 2. Yeah, they're gonna push on us.
That's
Who's
fine.
Right, my wave's gonna be pushing, but Trinimir's at like 200 health.
Oh shoot.
So first thing. So this is what I thought. Ragnar doesn't sound as bad as I thought he did. Demo thinks that you need to hit level 2 first, no matter what. Like that's just like the big thing. You only do that if one, you think you can contest on level 2 in the first place, right? Now they're playing Bard Varus. It's possible, but you would have had to like try to poke them down a little bit before that. They also technically can push out the wave as well. They're just not really on the same page, right? Like that. I mean, that's just the big thing. Like they clearly aren't on the same page, so it's gonna be a little iffy. Whereas, like, you know, if I play, like, I will say what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I will literally say in the lane what I want to do, which is a bit different.
Really.
So Polka has push. I can't
still
gank
kinda
top.
do-
The only thing I could do is maybe like cover top.
Maybe I'll skip red and I'll just
Looks
do
like
rapid.
Doug's wave is like kind of even. So I smite this. Okay, so I smite this here so I can get HP, and then my goal was to try to look for top dive, like a really early top dive.
I'm gonna invade.
Okay, I have mid push.
Oh, he just
Oh,
showed.
she's behind there.
Yeah.
I'm walking over.
No ward. There he is. He just crossed
Okay.
over. 16 CS,
Going back.
16 CS both.
I'm going back to my lane.
Just gonna secure scuttle.
Got wave to turret.
Did I actually miss the stun? I think I did.
So I actually didn't miss the stun. It's just it doesn't look like it gets
I
hit
think
by
he,
it,
I
which
think
is
he
really
moved towards
weird.
bot side, by the way.
So far everything looks fine, right? Like everything literally looks fine. I check his HP again. He's really healthy. I almost thought about
I'm gonna
looking
do
for an
red.
invade, but because he has
You guys
16
wait,
CS, there's a good
pushing out.
chance that he already did all the camps on that side anyway, so I didn't want to
she's
waste
here, by the
time.
way. She's on. Yeah.
I also did
Okay.
not want to cross
it's a
over
little
and try to
dangerous.
recontest the bot side because Doug's wave bounces after getting the wave in.
Alright,
So he
she
doesn't
did
have
do
priority,
scuttle
bot
now.
doesn't have priority. It would have just been a big waste of time.
I warded the first brush.
800 gold isn't really enough to
Okay,
get
your
much.
guys' wave is
You can
fine.
get completed tier 2 item for jungle, but I'd rather get Bommy, just because Bommy helps so much more with actual clear. Especially as a tank jungler. Like if you ever go Cinderhawk, you typically just want to get Bommy. Unless you think you need to the mana and you want Machete. So like this wave's pulling, it looks kind of juicy.
Actually, I might look for a gank top. Ooh, he just warded.
Mid zoom.
Nice.
Nah.
So
Oh, for a gank top.
in this case, I really wanted this to work, and I think part of the
Mid
the reason
zoom.
it didn't work is because I think if Pelka just QWs and just autos the Trin a little bit and backs off and tries to hold the freeze, we have it. And we can actually create a gank that results in me like looking for the tower stun or wall stun here. And if he TP's back and he gets chipped, he has to wait and we can hold the freeze a little bit longer. But he initiates the trade now, and now it's impossible for me to ever get back on the Trin unless Pelka gets like really low or tries to retreat or something. Like it's like really impossible for me to do anything here now from this action. Which is, you know, it's fine. It's just not exactly how I wanted it to be set up per se. So like right here, he actually could have just backed off.
Nah.
But again, I didn't want to risk him.
Oh,
I think they're looking for
that's
back.
good.
Yeah, Ezreal's gonna look to back. To
So his wave, it's like it's really like Trin wants to TP and like unfreeze it, but I also don't want to stay around and try to repeat gank because I don't want to mess up. Hey, thanks Batman for the lurk, my man.
Alright.
Back.
I'm gonna grab some chimes, I'll be with you.
Guys are back.
So we noticed Demo's going to get chimes.
Get some of these far
He
out
definitely
ones.
should have just taken his base because I
He
don't
might
think he's
look for
based
game
yet,
time.
right? No, Demo hasn't based yet. So
Backing.
you don't do chimes. You don't do chimes when you guys want to base. You do chimes after you base because you know you're still gonna have free time anyways. And in that case, you can look mid and then collect the chimes afterwards, so there's less wasted time. That's pretty much what it means.
Get some of these far out ones.
So there's nothing for me to do, but I want to put a pink down near mid. That's the first thing I'm doing. So instead of doing my camps right away, I'm just getting some vision, putting this down for Doug.
Chilling.
She might try to come up with this cannon. Let's see.
Unfortunately, he gets pounced on, and Doug didn't tell me too much about the wave, and I definitely should have looked at the wave more. It's my mistake for not actually looking at the wave that much, and assessing the situation. So he ends up getting punished.
Karma's mid, Karma's mid.
Oh, I'm dead.
She didn't get anything.
Right here, when this happened, I'm not gonna lie, when these two things happened, I wanted to say the game was F. I actually wanted to say the game was F. My comments towards Pelka really didn't have any matter because like he died, right? Like you'll hear
He
it.
fucking got 6 on that. fucking
You
minion.
need to take your base and
Yeah, I know. I taunted him under turret and it was fine. And then I was just gonna like, oh well, I got him. Now I'm gonna take my base and have the advantage and fucking hit 6 off that minion.
Karma's back bottom.
I can tell you right now what was going through my head when he was explaining it was like, man, dude, just take your fucking base because you knew he had an item buy over you. And so what he was trying to say is he wanted to get a trade on him to get him low, so then when he TPs back, he has an HP advantage, and he would have equal items. But greeting killed him, so I didn't comment anymore though. Normally I would comment more. Normally I would just be like, hey man, like please don't do that again. But it doesn't matter. Like you just move on. That's the most important thing when playing the game as 5 competitively, right? Like trying to win, not just oh yeah, you know, we're just grouping up as 5 and we're just, you know, we're just playing the game for fun and like we're like actually trying to win. Literally need to go on to the next thing because it's just a waste of time.
they can
She just pinked here.
have a
What's
fucking
that
level
CP?
disadvantage. Oh right, because he just kicked it.
She has shield P.
So I know that he might be on Dragon, and I want to check it.
anyways. Yeah, he's on it.
I'm walking down.
Got him.
They're rotating from bot.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Can we kill that?
Trinamir's not here. He could be coming. Nope. Okay,
Let's have to roll
Trinamir's
too.
right here. Trinamir, stop.
You guys will before there.
So
It's okay.
that alone, that little pick there, is what helps us get back in the game a bit because by her dying, I get to farm up more, and it also relieves like stress on mid. So Doug doesn't have to worry about Sejuani, and then Sejuani is gonna be stressed about not having farm, so she's gonna want to take time to farm.
Seju flash too.
I technically could look for a play on
It's
bot
actually
after
really
this.
fucking good for us.
I don't know how close they are to 6, but it's almost 8 minutes, and bot usually hits 6 around 8 minutes. But they don't say anything about that.
I'm gonna go clear my ramp.
That actually could be a thing that they could talk about. If they know that they're going to be 6 soon, I'm fine waiting 20, 25 seconds to look bot with Bard ulti, Varus ulti. because they have a lot of good ways of actually helping me, or a lot of good ways of setting up a gank, right? But they don't say anything.
Next.
He just warded right here, I believe.
So we move over. I'm looking at Raptors. Did I check top wave? I checked top wave briefly. What did I see? What did I see? What did I see? What did I
I'm gonna
see?
go clear my Raptors next.
Jeez, I got no information
He
out of
just
that.
warded
I literally got no
right here.
information. Oh, he's pushing the wave. He's actively pushing the wave. He's gonna crash it again. It's not big enough to dive.
I believe.
And Pelka's HP is fine.
There were so many heroes.
Okay, so what I'm doing is perfectly fine. Okay, so I need to see another scuttle, so I go on the scuttle.
I actually failed to hit this thing again.
Actually, that comment by me is just such. It's that, I mean, when you stream often enough, like you kind of like narrate a little bit too much. So me just saying like I fucking missed this again, like it really doesn't mean anything, right? It really doesn't like help the comms or anything of the sort.
I'm gonna back.
Careful bottom.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
they're
Junior's
gonna get
really
seizures
low.
for
What the
us.
fuck?
They're playing the pink.
Yeah.
I think this is where they fuck up. I think they try to
Think-
contest me here, and they
Yep.
I think this
She
is
just
exactly
picked
that
it, careful bottom.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she's in lane.
We have a ward on try, so we should be alright.
Oh no, it's not this yet, is it? I really thought that was
I'm just
that was
gonna-
when
I'm
it
just backing
happened. I
it.
guess it happens a bit later.
And then I'm gonna go.
Need to go for mana. I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna go
chimes.
bot.
Ezreal just used ult.
That's such a fat buy. Like, I get Cinderhulk,
Okay, I'm coming.
39
straight bot.
minutes.
Setu?
Ezreal has no mana.
Setu missed.
If he
ulti.
if he hit Pelka there for Pelka trying to like, what was Pelka doing?
Okay, I'm coming straight bot. Setu?
If
Ezreal has no
if he got fucking hit by such a ulti because he wanted to get 90 gold from Cannon, like, oh man, could you imagine?
mana.
Could you imagine what
He
happens
missed
if he
ulti?
actually died because he wanted the cannon?
Ezreal's half.
That'd been pretty
Pixel
sad.
pink. Pixel.
Make my hammer make
Maybe I just. Are you guys able to get priority, or do I need a gank?
For
Are they
bot
ba-
lane, they're
are they ba-
backing
are they
right now.
backing?
Ezreal had no mana. Yeah,
If they're
already
backing, then
backed.
I'm just gonna do dragon.
Look at that. I check with my lane if I can do dragon.
Go on, I'm gonna get
Great.
this thing.
Like,
I'm walking
honestly, early game.
For
Are they
bot
ba-
lane, they're
are they ba-
backing
are
right
they
now.
backing?
I'm
Ezreal had no
sorry.
mana.
I
Yeah, they're
remember
backing.
And
this.
I'm just gonna do
I thought I
dragon.
hit the
They're going, I'm
dragon. He
gonna
was
get
gonna
this
pull
thing.
to me, and instead I just
Yeah.
random Q.
Oh shit! Why did I random use this?
Sejuani's top side, John middle.
But alright, regardless.
I'm coming. I have ult.
I'm just gonna cheat.
You know, I checked with my lane
She's,
if we could do
she's backing
dragon,
here.
and if we look at early game across the board,
He's gonna kill me
besides
and
Doug
with
dying to a
ult.
gank, yeah, besides Doug dying to a gank,
Liz is gonna take her base.
yeah.
She just she has no mana.
and Tryndamere gained 2 solo kills, like,
Got 900.
we're doing pretty good.
My movies.
you know, like,
Yeah, I've got recurve.
we have decent scaling, we have better front line, we have a dragon.
These, and I'm not even
it's
close.
not, actually, do we have better scaling?
Okay.
Tryndamere versus, I mean, obviously Trynd outscales.
Hmm.
It's like kind of like, we have much better team fight. Let's just say that. We have much better team fight.
Just grabbing chimes, unless you think we can do something.
I'm gonna
Sure,
look top.
bottom.
I have to look top.
Okay.
Oh no, he's just gonna back. He's gonna take his back now. Shit.
Karma was mid. She's right here.
Okay, so that's Demo making a call out.
I'm gonna look for Scuttle. I think.
She's coming back.
What did Demo do after his base?
She's right
He
here.
went straight mid, that's
Chimes,
good.
unless
Did
you
he have
think
a
we can do
ward?
something.
No, he didn't have a ward. That's okay. So Scuttle's coming up again. This is what I want to do.
Got
Did
him.
I call it?
Yeah, I'm
She's
gonna
on
look for
board.
top scuttle.
Alright, I called it. Great. So I said I'm going to look for top scuttle. Good. Polka pinks to make sure he's a little bit safe.
Seju's bot, Seju's bot.
Yep, we show Sedge bot, which means I get the free scuttle.
I'm gonna see if
I think I check his
Oh,
top
Roseman
camps
TP.
next.
I'm gonna check his top camps.
Mm-hmm. Because he showed bot, so I'm going to see if there's anything free.
alright, they're holding that TP. Just
I get
going,
a
I've
ton
never
of
seen
value
this.
out of this, by the way.
Trimmer just got back. I think he's warding that. Yep.
And then I look for just the top
Yeah, they
gank
have,
afterwards.
bot
Like it's
try
very,
worded.
it's very linear,
I'm gonna
right?
look
Like
top
it's just
after
like
I do
I
this.
do X because of this,
not
because of
bot
this,
try,
because
the
of this.
bot
Like it's
river.
just
Probably
really
was top.
straightforward.
Just be cognizant.
I mean,
I-
the wave's on him now.
Let's
Hey, I see now. I see that.
Her items should be done too. so be
I
careful.
took his.
She's missing still.
It's actually getting forced.
Liz is behind us.
I think I'm fucking around with it.
Probably wins for top cans. Just
It's-
be cognizant.
So does Doug call out Lissandra
They
Mia?
have bot try worded.
I'm gonna look top after I do this.
Or not bot try, the bot
Just
river.
probably wins for top cans. Just
It's-
be cognizant.
I mean, the wave's on him now.
Hey, I see now. I see that.
Her items should be done too. so be
I
careful.
took his.
He actually makes like, yeah, he is actually calling out Lissandra missing, right? Like he is in a way saying that be very wary of Lissandra. And Lissandra's really the only person who can get on top of them unless Seju's
Liz is behind
involved.
us.
So yeah, Lissandra does a very unexpected
Fucking around
gank. Very unexpected gank. And then
Fuck
I
me.
look towards
That was
top
top
side without calling,
Aw,
without
dude.
telling Polka.
It's not bad.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was just running this way. It's just a he's super low.
Yeah, Polka. There's no
Yeah,
way.
I thought he had a ward there, and that's why he's just walking towards it.
Yeah, but Polka would have had no idea what I was doing. But I also Polka was receiving the wave, so I didn't expect anything coming from him in that situation. Like I was basically just chunking the dude out of.
A little bit. So I thought thought he
Yeah,
So he's TP back.
exactly. Like yeah, like I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't say anything about
Into
what was
the
happening in that
phallic, or is he
situation.
Gonna get sanguine or something. No.
yeah.
Should let a homie know next time. I mean, I wasn't sure. I thought Tryndamere was really just walking up just to like waste my time or something. But it turns out like he just he didn't know. I don't know.
But it's up
Yeah,
bottom.
he's going sanguine. Shit, we're losing long plate spot. I haven't been able to do anything big. She's just like not getting anything. I need to make a play bot, I think.
I don't have ulti. It's down for 50.
She's taking my raptors right now.
So
That's
I
what she's
naturally
doing?
think she's taking it.
Oh no, she's
Nothing.
not. Interesting.
I'm trying to walk away. from
God,
him again.
I really didn't do anything
she's
for
doing her-
Bowling.
Harold.
I might push this out, Emma.
She
Ah,
actually might just be doing Harold.
Fucking fuck minions.
I love it. Yeah, God, man, like, and we need Bard ulti or Varus like flash ulti or something to get anything on bot side and not have to run up. And it's possible to get the kills, but at the same time, they don't. Ragnar and Demo don't give me any agency on wanting to gank bot. Like they're not saying, "Yo, come the fuck down here. We're gonna ulti these guys, and you're gonna get right on top of them. We're gonna kill them." Like they don't say anything like that. So I never like feel like I must gank bot, even though I know we're losing plate spot, which is not good.
I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
over. Yeah, she's eyeing it for sure. Yeah, they're eyeing it for sure.
No, she's
Sedge
bot.
is
She's
bottom.
bot. She's bot.
Wow, dude, are you fucking kidding me? It's
I
crazy.
flashed it. She used her ulti.
That's Ezreal and Sejuani.
Tryndamere coming down to you in the jungle, probably. Or in the river, I mean.
Can I hit this?
This is
He doesn't kill me, right?
oh yep yeah. This fight is a little awkward. Yeah, how was the first opportunity that was presented? It was, I think it was when I tried to look, he was growing a really fat wave. I think he was growing a really fat wave, and then we had like, it would have been like, I think you had to bait pull him a little bit longer and try to like use Shen W to freeze the wave in front to draw his attention or something, which I don't think I would have thought of that at that moment either. Or maybe I should have just went around. I could have gone around too, I guess. Even though it was warded, just go right away. Obviously, I don't have Chilling Smite, so chase is a little bit worse.
He doesn't kill me, right?
I have to flash.
Oh no.
There's a bunch mid. I'm trying to rotate.
What's that thing that? Oh, that was the Shen art.
He doesn't kill me, right?
Okay, hold on. All right,
Choose
let's start
your
here. Sorry. I was just trying to think of like what you guys were
didn't kill
saying.
me, right?
I would have to watch how you guys play bot specifically. I'll watch how you guys lane. I don't have the point of view to see you guys laning though. But yeah, I knew I was tanky enough that this guy wouldn't be a problem because I have Cinder plus Cloth. Doug gets pushed onto this dude right away. Karma's coming up. Did we know
That's
Karma's gonna come up?
Ezreal and Sejuani.
Tryndamere coming down to you. Jungle.
No. No. You guys didn't say anything about Karma. No, we didn't. You guys didn't even ping. You guys could have danger ping like, "Hey, shit, guys, watch out! These brothers are coming up." Because I didn't fucking pay attention.
I have to flash.
And then so Doug, stopwatch is really good. It also buys time for Poké to come in. I actually opt to not do a full R here, and I have no idea if it was the correct or wrong call. I'm pretty sure, like for sure in my mind, I mean, might have just been like instinctual to just not do it after seeing the stopwatch, but I don't think my reaction time's that quick.
I have to flash.
It must have just be like, it has to probably just be instinct that like, okay, maybe we'll be fine in this situation. Because no way is my reaction time fast enough to read that the stopwatch in the Shen R is gonna be enough. I did not see the Shen R. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not see the Shen R. Yeah, see, that's actually one thing I feel like really not a lot of you guys really said that at all in our games. Like, hey, I'm huge, let's fucking do this. Like, that's one thing I wanted laners to do, was just, dude, I can fucking take on the world. Just come to my lane. But no one said that, so I just kind of tried to find my own things, which wasn't ideal at times.
Oh no.
There's a bunch mid. I'm trying to rotate.
But yeah, like this, like we're just so much stronger than them here, which is kind of crazy. And then they rotate late, which ends up help clean up the rest of the kills.
I have to flash.
Like she burned everything and she has like no mana.
There's a bunch of
Karma
mana.
doesn't do anything.
I'm trying to
Shen taunt was super good.
rotate.
Sejuani doesn't do anything.
Nice.
This dude has no mana.
Dude, that's so
That's
fucking
really
good.
for
That's
us.
so fucking good.
They got bottom off of it. But
That's okay. I mean, we got 4 kills. That's a
Camp
shit
my
ton.
lane.
And Rift.
You know, that's actually something.
I'm actually gonna
No one
miss
said
that.
anything about Camp My Lane either.
Shouldn't be ritual.
It should have been like
It's a good ulti
I should have
profile.
had someone like the Vlad in the second game.
I'll push out the bottom lane.
Actually, wait, what? What games that we played that had this
Yeah, Dragon's gonna
Vlad?
come up, so just get vision on that. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna use the
Maybe it was
enhanced recall to get out.
before. I think it was
Yeah, let me take
before we
this one.
played Clash on Sunday, where the Vlad died, where the Vlad tried to contest Rise level 1 versus level 2 Rise, and it just didn't work out, and then he just kept mass pinging me, and then at the end he calls our team massive shitters, and it's like,
Oh, she's on
you
that
literally lost your own lane and
Yeah.
cried for ganks the entire
If we
game,
lose it, we lose it.
and I answered the
Um,
call.
Don't overforce it.
I don't have words for it because my
Yeah, no,
thing's
no,
not
that's
done
okay.
yet.
No, we'll give it.
I'll come cover mid.
I'm Swain. So, we make cognitive decision to
Oh,
give
she's
up
on that
Dragon.
way.
Yeah.
If we lose it, we lose it. Don't overforce it.
I don't have words for
Great.
it. 'cause my
Yeah, no,
thing's not
that's
done
okay.
yet.
No, we'll give it.
I say it like a
Okay,
billion
okay,
times,
okay.
but that's a common thing you do, right? Like you, you just repeat it over and over until like it gets stuck in people's heads, and you're like, okay, we're done. I don't just say it once. So far, not bad, right? Like again,
Oh, Mandrake, great.
we're not, I mean,
Nice.
we're not down gold, even kills. We're down bot tower. It kind of sucks. We lost plates top side,
I'm slow approaching.
Coming around behind them.
but still not
We're
that
still
bad.
on the
I mean,
Ezreal.
Demos throws his Bard ulti.
They-
We're able to get a flash out of
I'm getting
it.
low off from turret here.
They're
Oh no! Oh, I didn't get it.
jeez. I fucking messed up so bad there. Yeah, so honestly, early game. So like, if I was looking at this and I wanted to say like, okay, what can we improve on early game? It's just having people having more confidence in their laning, their matchups, and then saying what they need. What do they need from the jungler to make their matchups work or like blow their matchups up? And then in mid game, we need to have a better idea on like, okay, where do people want to go? What lanes do we want to be assigned to? And then what do we want to do with those lane assignments? Like, do we want to play a side lane and just not force in mid? Do we want to force down mid? Where do we want to get vision? Like, it's just very. You can generalize it a lot. We don't have to make it too complicated, and we would look 10 times better versus hey guys, let's do Dragon in 3 minutes. Okay. And then everyone's just like, what are we doing for 3 minutes now? But yeah,
Nice
this
skill.
flash was so sad because he's dead. Like, I know he's dead if I hit it, and I know he's also caught out. But at the same time, I'm
Slow
looking at,
approaching.
Coming around behind them.
I'm trying to
You're
look
gonna
for the
stun the
angle,
Ezreal.
and it's so awkward. I don't have W speed either, right?
I'm cutting them off from turret.
And I don't see him till now. I'm actually kind of surprised I have the flash down in this. I'm kind of surprised I have the flash down in the first place because this does not look like it might make it.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
so
didn't get
close, dude.
it.
I swear to God, dude. If I hit him, dude. I mean, like, we still get kills, right? But it's
Sorry, I'm TPing to my
it's
turret.
really sad.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, this was dumb. He's gonna take it anyway. Fuck.
I'm using Herald here.
So we use Herald.
We're gonna punch it in.
Someone has to get
Get
top
back up.
wave. Pelka wants to take his base so he can actually hit.
I'm gonna go third camps,
So you
gonna
can
go
actually
third
have
camps.
items and push
Oh,
that out
dude,
with
I missed the
items.
stun.
I know that
That's so
Trinivere is
sad.
most likely going to take
That
red
wouldn't have
buff.
wasted so much time from us. He might contest the red.
Ulti, Karma Flash.
Hey, Demo Q. Yeah, he's contesting it.
Coming.
I used W too early. He escapes because of it. He actually escaped. Yeah, he escapes because I messed up.
Yeah, he took the red.
That would have been a free kill. That's just a Poppy mechanic mistake. That's all.
I have large rod off this.
There's a huge bot wave that
Right,
someone
I'm
has to
backing.
grab
You go
eventually.
once.
I want to see who grabs it on our team, or if anyone even grabs it on our team. Pelka pushes out top completely, which is really good. Like, he doesn't miss any farm for that. Looks like Ragnar is going to eat bot wave. So, one issue here is
Yeah, he took the red.
I'm backing.
we know that most likely they're not going to do anything because we
Third
just
camp,
fought
sir.
mid, right? Like, we just had a fight mid. They're not going to counter gank or counter attack mid most likely because, I mean, they have to reset first and they haven't reset yet.
I'm gonna go contest.
So, we shouldn't have two people mid. We shouldn't have two carries mid. One should just be heading towards bot anyway. So they actually split like 2 waves at least in mid with 2 of the carries. Which means Doug gets less CS overall from this situation. It's slight, like it's a slight thing, but it does matter
Where's
towards like if you
bot?
do it too
Okay,
often.
just- Yeah. He took the scuttle cram.
I will go down there.
Right. I want
Take like this wave.
They communicate about what waves they want to do. That's fantastic. That's great.
Doug is like in a really
That's
good
very
spot
good.
right now, item wise. Lissandra is like
Demo is giving him cover in case Trinimir goes
I will,
onto him. That
go down there.
is okay. There's not really much
I
to do
just-
because
I
I'm
wanna take,
basing
like,
anyways, and he doesn't want to move on his own. But in this
like this
situation at
way,
this
but-
point, we
yeah.
want to get top tower. This is the objective we want. It's the last outer turret, and we're strong as 4. And Pelka has ulti, so EOS can come in a bit later. And we Demo, thankfully, in this situation, laid down wards for Pelka, so he's a little bit safer if he tries to, you know, push out or hold the zone versus Trinimir. He's not going to be afraid of being ganked 2v1'd. Great. And if he does so happen to get 2v1, we would have vision, and then we can commit harder on
Doug's,
top
like,
side
in a
for
really good spot
actual,
right now,
maybe a kill
item-wise.
and tower.
Lissandra is like going. If she goes that, she's trolling.
I call out
She's not gonna
items
have,
because no one's
Zhonya's
saying
full
anything
on
about
she fights on
spikes.
stuff.
No one's saying like how strong they are, how strong they are.
I have Bork now.
I'm coming mid. They just hit
Oh,
vision
there.
plant.
What
Yeah,
did I-
it says just
Oh, right. I was waiting because the vision plant is revealing
Yeah,
it, so I'm just
well,
waiting for
there.
it.
Coming mid. They just hit
Oh,
vision
there.
plant. Yeah, it says just there.
That's
So we have minor vision on top, top river. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, why is it so laggy?
I'm coming down.
There is one mistake. Unless Dragon's coming up soon.
We
What the
need
fuck's-
to be able to have
What the hell's the Dragon timer?
everyone farming. By the way. Karma's behind Pelka. By the way.
Oh, I'm fucked.
All right. This is
They just hit
this
vision plant.
this is
Yeah,
a
it
two-part
says just there.
mistake here. This is a two-part mistake here. So, the first one is that I am not calling that we should just push for top, right? We can get this wave. I'm already here. I'm already set up for top tower press. And Pelka's already set up for bot tower press, which means that I can actually tell him to just hold off for now and back up. And then we're going to get Ragnar in mid, and then me and Doug are going to head towards top, and then even Demo can connect Demo can protect both top and mid at the same time because he's Bard, he has tunnel, he has a lot of mobility, and he has R range to help either side. And we just get top tower in this situation. And Pelka doesn't get dicked by Karma.
I'm coming down.
But
We need,
instead, you
be able
know,
to have
we're not set up to do anything on top.
everyone farming.
There's
by
nothing
the
to
way.
do mid, unless Bard just ultis mid, but it's Ezreal, so the chances of them actually hitting Ezreal is super low. And we didn't say anything to Pelka about backing off. So they basically get a
Karma's
free
behind
kill
Polka, by the way.
I'm
in
fucked.
return for me farming extra camps. That's basically what happened in this play. We
Okay,
traded
shit.
Pelka's life
It's
for
also there.
camps.
Okay. Okay.
Not
Just a pink word.
not ideal. Not ideal at all. So now Doug is pushing out top, and
Bliss is back mid.
he's just gonna push it in back, right? Because he's up there
What's
by
he-
himself.
wave?
He doesn't have any
Heal.
top jungle vision. Like it's like you can tell it's like it's completely empty. So he can't be. He can't just fucking do this as much as he wants.
He didn't ulti, right? I don't think. No, he definitely didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Bliss is going for blue, I think. Either that, she's hitting top. She's
Is that
hitting
all
top
Pelka's
right here.
worth to me? No.
Trin is trailing behind. Do you see that? Hey,
Could
do
we
you guys
catch
see
her
Trin?
maybe?
I think we can.
So
Yeah.
I make a
Yeah,
call
she's
of
hitting
can
top.
we fuck with Trin? At the same
She's
time,
hitting top right here.
demo.
Trin is trailing behind. Do you see that? Hey,
Could
do you
we
guys
catch
see
her
Trin?
maybe?
We have two conflicting calls here. Dude, come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, we actually have two conflicting calls because I'm just making a quick call and like, hey, can we do something with this? At the same time, they want to go towards top.
Maybe?
How many
Blue.
people? It was Seju Karma, right?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
shit.
it was Seju
It's also
Karma,
there. Okay.
which means
Okay.
that I actually could still turn this into helping push mid. Actually, can I? If I don't stop bot, they will. If I don't stop bot, Trendemir's just gonna hit two. No, we can't. No, I have to stay on bot no matter what.
There's a pink word.
No, I have to stay on
In
bot no
ulti,
matter
right? I
what
don't
because he'll hit bot tier
No, I
2,
don't think
and we
so.
won't really have the setup necessary for top tier
Bliss
1.
is going for blue, I think. Either that, she's hitting top. She's hitting top right here.
Trin is trailing behind.
They can't
Do you see that?
contest it. Trindamir would be able to collapse on them because they know I'm behind, and there's too many people
Hey,
around.
you guys
Catch
see
her
Trin?
maybe?
I think we can.
Yeah.
catch
Oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. You guys make your play.
I think Bliss is up here. No, she went the long way. Karma's by blue.
I am not on that side, by the way. If Trin has
Yeah.
TP, it's man
Ezreal's here
disadvantage.
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so notice that they kind of overstay on the top side looking for their own play, but they don't have any, again, they don't have any vision in top jungle. They can't enter it alone because I'm not there. And they end up wasting time, and then they have to dip, and then they end up giving mid, like mid's is completely open because of this play.
Oh, Trin's right there. Lol.
Yes, and you just wanna take
Luckily,
it.
I get to move over, and luckily, Sejuani, Ezreal aren't thinking about actually going to mid tower. They don't read it themselves, so we don't get as punished from it.
Nah, he knows. This is. I think this is warded.
I can sweep it.
That was his intuition telling
Not
him that he
worded.
shouldn't be there.
This is warded though. Hey,
Alright.
Dragon soon though. All right.
I have a 2-level lead, by the way, which feels amazing. I'm not gonna lie,
I
a
need to
2-level
back
lead
tab
feels
for us.
amazing.
We
And
got
Doug's been
30
farming
minutes,
this
30
entire
seconds on
time.
Baron,
Doug hasn't
40.
died since that first gank, I'm pretty sure, and he's kept up in farm. Like so much that he is an actual threat just through good laning.
Dragon.
Oh shit! Can I press tab
I'm
again?
basing for fine.
Can I press tab? Please, please, can I press tab? Ah!
Yep, I'm gonna base.
I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to buy here. I had this problem in the Warwick game, and even in the Rek'Sai game, where they had good AP and AD threat, and I committed to bad items. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go like full armor, and then I'll get armor or MR later. Not this game. I wasn't gonna do it this game, so I got Cowl and Chain Vest.
Trin is going on Polka a little bit.
40 on Dragon.
Ah,
This
shit,
is
dude.
warded, though.
Like,
Hey,
it has to be.
Dragon's-
It has like. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I'm getting anything from pressing tab like in like half a second, and then leaving it. It has to be just like a little tick. Little habit. But yeah, I have a. I mean, I have a fat lead. Doug's up 21 CS, and he has really good items. even Pelka is like in a very good spot because Pelka has like he doesn't have MR, but he has so much armor that and Tryndamere went the Sanguine Blade build path, and so he doesn't have any extra crit that he actually really doesn't do too much to Pelka at all. And Sejuani is actually more physical than magic damage, so that's also really good.
Soon though, all right.
I need it back to have words. We got 30 seconds on Baron, 40 on Dragon.
See, I don't press the F keys.
I'm basing for
I like pressing the I like clicking on the map, like just clicking on the map and then quickly pressing spacebar to return to me.
Why? Wait, my.
I don't have
Two
to.
here.
That's fine. That's
They're
fine. That's fine.
getting-
That's
they're
fine.
getting the
So we know that they're
That's
getting
fine.
priority first, right? And so now I'm very curious to remember to see how this goes because if you guys remember, we had the second game of Saturday. We had a really bad dragon situation where like it was me and Ragnar on the it was me and Doug in the mid lane, and it was Demo, Pelka, Nick on the right side of dragon, and we had no idea how to approach it. And in this case, we don't have control of dragon.
3 seconds.
So let's
3
see if
seconds.
let's see how it
It's
changes.
annoying.
I'm gonna walk in.
They have a pink in here.
I think we just lose it. I think we just lose it, but I want to see if it's like how dangerous it is. Ragnar ends up going.
Maracas. Annoying.
Ragnar gets spooked by the ward, and he goes all the way
I'm gonna
around.
walk in.
He doesn't tell us that it's gonna take him longer. He just goes all the way
They have a
around.
pink in here.
I'm not paying attention to Ragnar's location, by the way. I have no idea how close Ragnar is.
It's
I gotta
whatever.
walk long-ish way.
Okay, so he actually says it now, but he says it like I gotta walk this way, which he could have just. You should be saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be a bit late." He needs to say, "I'm gonna be late," instead of whatever he said in this situation.
It's gone.
So
did it.
we lose it, but we all approached from the same area, and we didn't rush it, and we didn't lose anything out of it. Besides Dragon, which is not that big of a deal. So that was a billion times better than what we had the day before.
Yep,
Give
we
me a-
did do it. We're just all
You
too
mean all
late.
this?
We're all too late.
You guys.
So it is, in
It's
this
gone.
situation, we are
And
definitely
the-
too late to engage. Just because of how slow Doug and Ragnar are. Though actually Ragnar's a bit close. You know, okay, this is how it would work. If he actually wants to bar ult this and try to hit them up, he would have to portal Doug and him from here to here. Or otherwise Doug is gonna be really late. Like Doug is just not gonna be able to get to this in time. And then they might be able to buy enough time while retreating that we just get nothing.
Yep,
Give
we
me a-
did do it. We're just all
You
too
mean all-
late.
But I would say the big thing for Demo in this situation is when you're playing Bard, you really can't ask do I want to ult this unless unless they're approaching an objective. You know what I mean? Like or like if you think you have time to wait for an actual response. Like let's say like they start hitting Baron but they're slow, so you can say like, hey, should I ult this, and then you can get a response. In this case, you either do it or you don't. Like that's just really how it is. Like you either do it or you don't. You can't really ask and like hope to get a yes or no in this situation. Because I'm trying to assess myself, right? Like I'm trying to assess. I mean, can we? Like, is everyone close enough? And Demo just needs to know if everyone's close enough or not. That's basically all it is.
All
Late.
this?
We're all too late.
Also, my all too late is
Just look
way
how
too
far everyone
quiet.
is.
Yeah, I'm walking away now.
Sedge is looking.
Yeah. No,
Like-
it's fine, Demo. Like,
Alright, I'm gonna try and force down this top turret.
engage
going
supports are one of the harder things to do in League, just
What the
because
fuck was that? Who just hit me?
you have to be very
It was just-
aware of people's locations, and also you're not like as tanky usually
Trim.
or set up as well for as a jungler. But you know, you're
Yeah,
not like a
play
fucking
for these other
tank
turrets.
Sejuani who could just run in there,
I'm
take a bunch of damage and get out
You
still,
should
right?
refresh,
Now
wards
I
demo.
guess Bard's a little different
Yeah,
because
I'm
Bard throws his ulti
Just wanted to get the pink and the one
versus
there.
actually like getting in there. So it has less risk of baiting your
Oh my
team,
god.
but I definitely would
Yeah,
have followed
you
if you
Bot
ulti.
again.
And make a flag.
Whether it's good or
Yeah,
not,
we were
I have no
resetting,
idea.
so-
also
Time force on this top.
this is another part where we can talk about
Trin's going top.
where should be focusing on. We're not talking about what we need to do next. We're talking about what's happening, but we're not talking about what we should be doing. That that's actually so unfortunate. I don't say anything about that. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking in this situation, what are we doing, not what should we be doing, and that's why Polka dies again.
I don't have any
What the
armor.
fuck was that? Who just hit me? He was just sitting here?
It should be like half health, right?
See, notice the top wave isn't
still have-
prepped enough.
We need to play from one of these outer turrets.
Okay, so I say we need to play for one of
I'm
these outer
getting-
turrets.
The bottom
Okay.
one right
You
now.
should
The top wave is not set up well enough yet, which means that it's either me making the call that Polka needs to back off, or Doug needs to say, I need more time to push this wave out. You need to chill, Polka. Like, those are the two things. Like, it has to be one, me or Doug, that says that to him. Because otherwise, he's just going to contest the tower, and we're not going to be ready for top tower.
should refresh,
And this will be the
wards
second time
demo.
that this happens,
Yeah,
that
I'm
we
going.
messed up on the same thing.
Just wanted
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get the
This
pink
this,
and the
this
one on
it,
there.
the exact same thing happens again. We gave them 2 free kills, for,
my God.
for no reason because
Together, you
we
got
were
bot
we were
again.
communicating.
Make a flag.
Oh.
Just picking up that.
Yeah, we were resetting, so wards demo.
Yeah, I'm going.
Did they say that they're
Sitting
basing?
here?
It should be like half health, right?
No,
Trin.
No, he's full health.
no. Ragnar and Demo don't say anything about wanting to base.
We need to play from one of these outer turrets.
Yep.
I'm getting the bottom one right
You
now.
should refresh wards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't. If so, we had a plan. Okay, it's like we want to look for an outer turret. These two want to base. That's okay. All right, they're gonna base, so we're gonna back off on the map. They don't say that enough, right? Like they don't say like, "Hey, we're gonna base, chill out," or something like that. That's all they have to say. One of the two, either of the two.
Demo.
Yeah, I'm going.
And in this case, so if Polka backs off, I'm gonna cover Doug's push top. He's gonna get the wave in, and then we're gonna wait for Dual Lane to come back. I'll go back mid. I'll help set them up. We'll use the pinks we laid out in top river, and then we'll actually do a correct push this time.
Just wanted to get the pink and the one on Baron.
Oh my god.
You gotta use
Y'all
Ferris
bot
Wheel too.
again.
And make a flag.
Oh.
Just picking up
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
I'm sorry,
resetting,
Polka.
so
It's
we-
it's our
we need
bad
to
for
go
not
make
saying
it.
much to you.
Yeah, I'm just mean in general. We need to go do something with our bear assault.
So now this is Doug's call. Doug says we want to do something with Ferris ulti,
Tryndamere is
Um,
working for
which
me.
we definitely could.
He pinks.
I don't have a word for this bush.
It's fine.
He's pretty chunked for
Ezreal's
Baron.
here.
And
Never
there's a-
mind. Now it's like hard to do something.
So Lissandra's pushing out
I
bot.
can't reach that.
We can't get it in time. I'm
Is there
covering.
anything
I
you
see
think?
Tryndamere.
There's a lot of people nearby. Careful.
I chunk
We
him
lost
really
half his
hard. He
life.
gets to like below half
Base
HP.
stacking.
Polka's gonna go deal with bot lane. Life of a top laner. I know.
Karma.
I know.
I have death cap and
Yeah, demo. It's basically just
You can't hit that.
it's basically just making the call when you feel like, okay, if you're gonna be off the map and it's gonna be a problem on the team, like you should know. And it also is assessing like how strong is our sign leaders, or like how well can they get away from situations. So if we had like a, let's say a Camille top lane, you know, her hook shot gets her out of a lot of like bad situations. Same with Akali. Like Akali can use E and then double R to get out. He's playing Shen. That brother is not getting out. All he has is a little taunt, and that's it. So yeah, and Doug's playing Ori too. So if Doug was in that situation, like we would have to say like, Doug, like back the fuck up. Like you're playing Ori. Like you don't have an escape. You can just shockwave and then just use E and then use W speed, and that's it.
We got a pink in here.
Oh, don't fucking talk about how I
Death
missed
Cap
my
on,
R.
280.
You can't hit that.
They've got a pink in here.
Oh, dude, imagine me saying quietly, she can't hit that, instead of just, oh shit, let's fucking go on to Karma. Because I don't say that at all. I just quietly say, she can't hit that. Oh, shit.
Shit.
Still chasing. He's gone. He's
Sedge
gone.
is in river.
Are you flying top?
I'm gonna get turret. Just watch Sedge.
Sazandra's on our blue side. She's coming down.
I hate
Let's-
Ezreal.
let's
Ezreal's so
catch this
stupid.
On our way out.
Yeah, then collapse on her.
Right.
Just demo, go.
I got top turret.
So Doug gets top turret. Doug's been split pushing the whole time. Keep that in mind. He's getting really big. He actually is not involved as much in these fights, but because he's a good scaling pick, it's really good for us. Like mid and bot side is not really going that bad. Like for our duo lane and Pelka. I assume they have Lissandra. I think this is where Doug says just ulti her. I think that's what happens, because she ends up wasting a lot of our time, and they can't kill me mid because I'm just too tanky, which is nice. I will admit, it's very nice.
They're going on me mid.
Just alter.
Oh, sorry, it's Pelka. It's Pelka that says it. Pelka says it.
Nice, nice, Sedge ulti. I have Death Cap and I have TP when I'm done.
Yeah, I'm way too tanky for them to fuck with me.
Why don't you just like alter there?
I didn't have mine.
Yeah, don't be hesitant to use it.
Alright, yeah.
Karma Flash.
So we ended up, like, you know, it's whatever. You know, like we make a
I'm
small
wrapping
call, like,
behind
hey,
them.
like,
I'm here.
Oh, I'm behind.
oh, dude, this
I
I fucking
didn't
love
have
this. What happens there? Same thing we were going. That's fine. Like that's just something we just have to get used to, right? And it also has to deal with a feel, right? Like you feel like you can chase or not. If you have to chase past the river, you typically know you're over chasing. If you're chasing inside your own jungle, it's probably okay, assuming they can't do Baron. So in this case, we knew they were mid and trying to go for mid tower. And you could say that maybe it's on me for not saying, you can chase, because like I can hold mid, or I can at least make it so like they don't want to do Baron. Now, if I was chasing, if it was me that was chasing as the jungle, it wouldn't be as good, because they know we wouldn't have smite on top side, and then they would feel like they could actually do Baron maybe.
Yeah, don't be hesitant to use it.
So in this case, you know, like I have 1400 gold. Should I have taken my base? Probably. to be honest, I probably should have based here. But I was just waiting for next item anyways, and I didn't think it would be that bad. And I see them on bot side, so I know there's nothing gonna really
We
be
got Karma Flash.
bad in this situation. They see me. Oh my
to
god,
use
they
it.
see me walk through here too.
We got
Oh
Karma
my
Flash.
god, they know I walked in
Sigil.
here. And Ragnar's sitting mid, and then they feel like they can kill Ragnar,
I'm
right?
ramping behind them.
Yeah. They push
I'm
Ragnar
behind
out.
them.
They're
I'm
pushing
behind
through mid. They ignore that I'm here,
Behind them. We're for sure doing this.
and then I just sneak behind them. They ulti Doug, who... What does he do? Does he doesn't have cleanse, right? Does Doug have cleanse?
I'm ramping behind. Behind them.
I'm here.
Oh, I'm behind them. We're for sure doing this.
I can't tell.
I have flash.
No, I don't think he has cleanse. Dude, but it didn't last that long.
I'm ramping
I feel like
behind them.
the RW would have
here,
lasted way
Oh,
longer.
I'm behind them. We're for sure doing this.
Oh, he started. No, I think he does have cleanse.
Flash.
So
Ooh.
this
I'm here.
was very
Oh, I'm behind
unfortunate,
him.
right?
I'm behind
It's a
you.
good Bard ulti, and it's also a good Ori ulti. It's just you guys both did it at the same time. Because as you can tell, if this lands, both these dudes get fucking ripped apart, right? But it's okay in the end because we're still more than enough prep to kill them.
Shin just spun.
4.
Just watch this.
Sazwandra's on our.
Oh wait, I can't. Here, Han. I'm gonna have to do it by replay, because I don't look at it at all. I don't look at the chase at all. I just tell you guys to go for it, and then I'm gonna hold mid. That's what happens.
Our blue side, she's coming down.
Catch this on our
Because
way out.
if I based off this,
Demo, go.
Demo's gonna use Portal to get over, right? Lissandra uses E right there, because she disappeared, right? There's no way she didn't use E. Yeah, she definitely used E. So she's stuck right here. And then she flashes over, so she used her E, and now she just flashed. And then she used Blast Cone.
Sazwandra's on our blue side, she's coming down.
Let's catch this on our way out.
And then collapse on her.
Way out.
Just Demo, go.
I got top turret.
So first, I definitely could have moved for the collapse as well, but we'd give up mid tower entirely. So let's just assume, you know, this is just the case. Like I'm not gonna be helping in this situation. She used E. She still has flash, so she can dodge everything of Demos. Flashes are... You would have like half a second to get this off. You'd probably have like half a second to like immediately R her before she hit Blast Cone. That is a very tight timing. Because if you are and she flashes, it's the same result, right? Like no matter what, if you are and she flashes, it's the same result that happens. So if we were to kill her, yeah, that would be the situation. Once she flashes over the wall and she's looking for Blast Cone, you would have to do it immediately. That's it. I don't have to look at the replay.
Careful. I had the. Oh, that's nice. That's Sedge ulti. I had Death Cap and I have TP when I'm done.
Yeah, I'm way too tanky for them to fuck with me.
One of you just like ult her there.
I didn't have mine.
Yeah, don't be hesitant to use it.
Anyways, you know, we go to the situation, you know, we get like really fat kills, we do Baron. I think they don't even contest it, right?
Here comes Liz.
Or do they?
Yeah, I'm
Should
still
have
on
made
it.
The rest of them.
Pelka can fuck with them. We finish this?
We'll just finish
Okay, we
Baron.
got it.
Vendemir.
I've got portal.
Now, here's the next thing. Can we keep fighting when Pelka goes back in? So we like everything leading up to the Baron, great. You know, like Pelka kills one dude, Pelka helps zones the other two. You know, no issues there.
See.
I have ignite on.
So we secure the Trin kill, and so the first thing that I'm thinking is getting the fuck
Vendemir.
out of
I've
here.
got portal.
Oh, dude, I actually could just So what I've been doing in this game, for the most part, was every time I locked Trin down, I was just using Insta Charge R to just keep him CC'd longer, because I'm just trying to waste his time while he has Undying Rage on. But I could have charged the R up and walked past him to try to hit Sejuani. And if I do that, Pelka doesn't die. At all. Wait, you want me to play the weird motivational speeches? Really? Do I still even are you talking about? Man, how do I find this? Is this it?
Alright, motherfucker. You are about to enter sacred ground. You're about to enter the place
you
where
talking
we do
about
our
this?
thing, our arena. You're about to enter the gym, motherfucker. This is our place. This is where we put in our work. This is where we do what the fuck we do. Be proud of what you are. You are a motherfucking weightlifter. God damn it, be proud of being a weightlifter. There's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be hid in the back closet. Motherfucker, you are a motherfucking weightlifter. And you're about to go into your realm to do your thing. I want you to reach down in your pocketbook, in your change purse, in your motherfucking coin purse. If you have to, dig in the bottom of your motherfucking sock where you hide your fucking intestinal fortitude at and pull that motherfucking shit out. Bring it up to the motherfucking surface. And I want you to go into that goddamn arena. I want you to attack. Motherfucker, you act like the cage door has been opened. And you are a wild fucking animal about to be unleashed upon that motherfucking iron. You go in there and you take the fuck over. You take control. You dominate. You are
dominate.
the one that motherfucking iron is afraid of you. You are the monster, the motherfucking iron of the peasants running through the streets afraid of you. You are the motherfucking king. You are the destroyer.
You're the motherfucking
you are the
king.
terminator. You are the man that's about to wreck this shit. You are the woman that's about to annihilate this shit.
The
Destroy
woman
this
is about
shit,
to. Hey, look, he even
terminate
has
this
you involved
shit.
in this.
This is what you are here to do. Get your ass in that motherfucking gym and don't come out until you accomplish your mission, motherfucker. Destroy some shit. Tear up some shit. That's what you here for, motherfucker. You didn't come to play. Get your fucking ass in that gym and work the fuck out, punk.
I outed.
Oh shit, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm still on it.
The rest of it.
Poker can fuck with them. We finish this?
Alright, so back to this. You know, I said like the R. I could have R'd, and I would have been fine. I didn't do it though. I know he has Ignite, so I dip out right away, which means Polka's left on his own.
We should just get out.
And then it's just too awkward wanting to go back in, right? Like I have Seju ulti on me, and I have 750 HP. I technically probably could have fucked with them a little bit still, but we were all really low, so I think it's fine letting Polka die. When is this?
Trin?
Yeah, I outed.
We should just get out.
Yeah,
We got
let him
Trin,
go. Just take it.
Really? Motivational speeches are
good.
ruined
That's
for you?
really good.
Yeah, you know what? You know what is the most interesting motivational speech I ever gotten from a coach? Was this like amateur MMA fighter who was for some odd reason our JV water polo coach, who was with us for our sectional like semifinals match, and he just starts swearing like a bunch of times, like let's fucking destroy them, let's fucking get this shit, let's fuck them up. And I'm like, the entire season we never had any hardcore motivational speech or whatsoever or anything like that. So he says this to us, and then afterwards I'm just thinking to myself, like going into like getting ready to like for the start of the game, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy? Like that was all I was thinking the entire time. I was like, what's the point of this speech? Like, this didn't hype me up. This is so weird.
Very good.
That's pretty funny, Polka.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Dragon's coming
funny.
14.
Yeah. Get midwave, and we'll go straight dragon.
I was still so weird that dude was
He's
that
dead
dude was
too,
coaching
still?
water polo for the team. I don't even know how he got that job. Really weird. Anyways, we're going back on the map.
Sedge is down 2 levels right now, and Doug is up 2 levels too. So we have really good advantage.
Dude, there's a lot of towers left. How long did this game go?
Ezreal's like 40% HP, by the way.
Yeah. We're gonna just do it here. If I can pull it out.
This is as much as you can really pull down.
So look, everyone's out of range. This is great, right? This is fantastic. Smite was a little off, but great. You know, like we had actually, did Poke have TP?
You guys defend mid.
Wait, Poke had TP, right?
Go back.
Yes. Okay,
Cured.
perfectly fine. All right,
Double
just making
take
sure. I
two.
wasn't 100% sure if like
guys
we were
defend
doing that in a
mid.
4v5 situation, and I just had
Defend
no idea that was the case.
30 on channel.
Poke's gonna push out top.
Oh my god, he's so much up on the NCS.
Oh, we fuck up, don't we?
Hey, Demo,
Don't
come
don't
here.
we fuck up and throw a little bit?
Coming.
We're gonna get bot tower first. Ragnar can hold mid like briefly.
Oh, I remember what happens. Oh, I remember this now. So, Pelka's doing his job. Ragnar's holding mid. I need to be down here to help Doug in case of an engage. Well, technically that should how it be. And we also have Pelka Shenar soon that will also help him. So in reality, we should have had most likely Demo sitting mid, but I actually tell Demo to stay bot. So I made the wrong call on lane assignments on my positioning and Demo's positioning.
Be very mindful what's happening mid. You stay here, Demo.
Okay.
Yep.
Trigger's back top.
Yeah. I 100%.
He can probably just kill me now.
Going mid. Going mid.
It's so lame.
Sedge's bottom.
You guys know. You guys okay?
I'm TPing bottom.
Shit. Oh, nice taunt, nice taunt, nice taunt.
So I was looking
Wait,
at
I'm coming
Ezreal.
along, I'm
I
coming
wasn't
along.
thinking about Tryndamere,
shit,
and then
okay,
Ragnar
Ragnar.
ended up getting dicked
yeah.
because of
Oh,
this
no, no,
situation.
no.
I can't help you.
Like it's just, it is just being pulled.
Really nice taunt. I'm coming long.
He had a nice
Going
ulti.
mid. Going mid.
Sedge's bottom.
You guys know. You guys okay?
I'm TPing bottom.
Shit.
I can't see. I didn't see the ulti.
Oh, nice taunt. Really nice taunt.
So we already won the bot play, and in this case, I should have sat mid with Ragnar. That's my mistake. Ragnar dies because of me. I go bot because I'm looking to kill Ezreal, and in this case, I should have told Ragnar, give up mid and come bot lane with me, and we would have 5-man bot, and no one would have died. that is
I'm
the
coming
problem with
long, I'm
that.
coming long.
Wow,
Oh shit, you okay, Ragnar?
Yeah.
that is the
Oh,
problem with
no,
the play.
no.
Sorry.
I can't help you.
Also, I just realized that we sound just a little bit faster because I have it on 1.25. But I don't want to watch it on 1, right? I don't want to watch it
We
on
got
2
two
because
bottom.
we're gonna
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking
it's fucking bad.
weirdos.
I got twin shadows on him.
Wait, why did he do that?
Can you
Nice.
defend?
Dude, if this was, you could tell that I act a bit differently. At least in these games, because if we were just playing normals, I would have been laughing the whole time about Ezreal dying. Like, because Ragnar reacted the same way, right? Like, it's like, man, like, was this guy a fucking idiot? Like, is this guy trolling?
We have
But
we got two
all I'm
bottom.
thinking
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
what do we
It's
do
fucking
next?
fine.
Like,
I got
what
switch
should we be
shadows on
doing
him.
next?
Wait, why did he do that?
Can you
Nice.
defend mid successfully?
See,
Paul?
like, look, we actually, like, we're keeping the comms, like, much more consistent for that day. Way more consistent. We're not getting distracted, basically.
Trent's backing.
No, Trent's probably going top. Right?
He goes
No,
top.
no,
we
no,
get in.
no,
there,
no, I
right?
think he wants to
Or at least we
defend.
get tested.
Ulti.
Seju's up.
I'm getting to now.
Sedge no ulti.
She doesn't have ulti. She used it. Yeah.
I know I'm really tanky. So in this situation, like, I know I can most likely out-tank most of their damage, especially because the Tryndamere does not have a good build.
I threw it earlier.
I wait.
I've got
If
tunnel if we want to get out.
I'm gonna.
I'm going on this dude. I'm paying attention to Tryndamere. I stop him. This dude is in a really bad
you
situation.
guys
I
should
single
just
R,
definitely just leave
single
the
R.
He's stunned.
We
I got
CC
Ignite
chain
on
him.
Team 3.
Really good.
He's dead.
We get Karma, and then we
Nice,
hit
nice,
the
nice,
the
nice,
Shen
nice.
We can get this. We
TP.
can get this.
I'm super tanky, by the way.
I'm hitting turret.
Very close. Polka almost got
Ah,
that.
that's
And
way
if
too
he
far.
gets Ezreal there, then the game's just over straight up. Like, we end the game at like 29 minutes if Polka hits the taunt, or if Ezreal doesn't
I'm just fucking.
Get-
Seju
get-
ult,
get-
Seju
get
ult.
if
the
Ezreal doesn't
Alright, we out. That's
You
really good.
see.
It's really good. Fuck yeah, dude.
And so our Baron, our first Baron, even though it's like a little, like we had like a little issues with the assignments, we still get an inhib, which is super ideal, like really ideal for us.
This is not a.
Which is why I was really happy. I was really happy that we actually were able to push down a lane entirely and got what we wanted.
I'm gonna take my back. We got
Okay,
what
you're
we
gonna
wanted.
Try to counter mid with this?
No, no.
maybe?
We're not gonna extend on the map at all.
Yeah.
It's a lot worse thing we would do.
So we have a dragon that's gonna come up, and we know we want to push
Yes,
down
well.
mid and top at this
Be a
point.
red buff.
I got 3.3k HP. I'm really fucking.
He's just gonna
tanky.
recall on that ward and not kill
Oh,
it.
wood
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's a waste of time. You want to be back on the map as fast as you can.
Yeah, Doug is huge, by the way. Like we
What's that
can
spell?
play around Doug easy.
I've been reviewing this game for a while. I just realized, but I
Oh,
guess
nice
because I
things
just
on
want
the
to talk
TV.
about a lot of
I still
different
have
things.
so
CC.
20 seconds on my ult.
Also, I'm not just like obviously I'm
So-
not like just like looking at specific
Come, dude,
situations,
come.
right? Like I'm not just like
Yeah,
going
you
to like
get
4 or
top
5
wave.
specific situations.
We're gonna push mid and then get vision in top jungle. Careful demo first, though. Actually, this
I've
should
got
be fine.
spooky ghosts.
No, we
I got
should be
spooky
fine.
ghosts. Yeah, they're all bottom. Nobody, no ghost went up here.
Tryndamere might be.
So we
like,
get top
here.
vision. We have bot
No, I think my
supers.
ghost would have gone. I think he would have been close enough.
All right. We
Well,
gotta
he-
hold, guys.
he's the last one
We gotta
pushed
hold
out,
mid
so.
wave for another though.
Okay.
We gotta hold mid wave one more
This
time.
this is one problem that we will commonly have is we will be eyeing one objective, right, like top or bot or something like that, and we have to control 2 lanes. 2 lanes control, not 3. Just 2 lanes of control, and everyone in one lane will rotate over to the other, and we'll leave like mid lane completely exposed. It's like when you play like domination in shooters, and you have to control points, and like everyone just wants to leave the point always. Like you don't want to defend this one area, but in reality, like we had to push this one more wave, and so technically we should already be on this wave,
Yeah.
and we'll be
Tryndamere's fine.
faster on rotating towards top.
Okay.
We also know that dragons coming
Just
up.
chilling, just waiting.
I will admit that maybe this is not the best idea when dragons coming up so closely. In my eyes, I was basically thinking, in my head, I was thinking we can contest their top inhib if they do dragon because, it's not force dragon yet. It's not dragon soul, so it might actually be worth the trade.
Oh, she's coming this way.
So we end up getting a.
Oh, she's fucking dead.
We used, dude. We used Poppy ulti and we used Varus ulti in that situation. Oh my god, dude, that's actually so sad. How many fucking ultis we used? We had to only use Varus or Poppy ult, one of the two, but we used both. We used 2 big cooldowns to kill a guy that was caught out all on his own.
Top tower?
Yeah.
Oh man.
If they dragon, then we can end.
Then we
Oh,
spot
I'm behind
Sejuani's
her.
like in a spot she can't
We
be
have the
in.
Baron play as well.
Hey,
if anything doesn't work.
Seju.
Stunned her. She's stunned.
Oh shit! Protect Doug.
I'm taking turret.
Yeah, Doug
Her?
took so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
damage in this situation, which
Stunned her,
really
she's stunned.
sucks.
Oh shit! Protect Doug.
I'm taking turret. I have TP.
Oh,
I have
Doug says he has TP, which means we can slow approach the situation.
just
And
check.
I know that with Dragon coming up and Tryndamere not showing, that most likely Tryndamere is going to do Dragon. And we're going to have Doug's backup. So I basically assume in the back of my head that it's just these two. Like, we're not going to have that much issue contesting this. So we shouldn't have much issue
Hey, we got a
contesting it.
splash.
Out
Poke's
of
in a
minions, out of
really
minions.
awkward spot.
Yeah.
Trent is gonna solo Dragon, by the way. Oh, I got Ezreal.
okay. Turret.
Yeah. Get the objective. Yeah.
Yeah, I chase a little hard, but in the end, it's... We lose one
Still
dragon
Baron?
for...
No, we're way too low.
for top
We're
in him,
full
which
teams.
again is good. It's really good. I'm actually like so
There's
happy about how
we-
this
we
game
wanna
actually
throw
turns
Trin
out,
TP.
just in
We
a, like
wanna
a
throw Trin TP.
Nobody's
how we
top
play as a
side.
team in a way. Like we do get a bunch of free picks,
Forward.
I will admit, but that's because
is-
we're
We're gonna.
we're
how long till
entering the
Bard
right
ulti?
areas in a way.
It's up in 8.
Oh,
Ezreal-
oh yeah, dude, I love this. I love this. Honestly, I love
Really?
this. So we
Hey,
get.
hey, back up.
Wait,
up,
wait,
that's-
where were we?
How long till Bard ulti?
It's up in 8. Ezreal?
So we push him out. He uses sensual ulti. They get really spooked. It's like fantastic, right? Like we already
Hey,
burned
hey,
one
back
major
up, back up.
cooldown
That's
for
fantastic.
nothing.
Back up. Trend is still bomb. We want to burn his TP. We're gonna use Bard ulti to turn, okay? So it's all you, demo.
On what?
Yeah. So you didn't know 100% what I was referring to when I said this in this situation, which makes it a little awkward because like we're trying to do Baron and trying to like explain it at the same
To
time.
grab?
Yeah,
I'm
good
just
pick.
someone. Just you're gonna make the call.
Dude.
Oh, we're going.
Go back.
It's just
You're gonna make the pick up.
in this situation,
still
it's
bomb. We wanna burn
just
his
so
TP.
fucking
We're
awkward,
gonna
and
use
that's
Bard ulti to
it's
turn,
just like
okay? So it's all you, demo.
On what, to grab?
Yeah,
I'm
good
just
pick.
someone. Just you're gonna make the call.
you're gonna make the call demo. All right, man, this is it. No fucking idea who you got, what we're doing. It's like, oh, shit. All right, dude, we're just going in.
Oh, we're going.
Go back.
Hey, keep in mind, Seju,
Yeah, like
I'm gonna save WQ.
when there's
Fair.
when there's too many people, when there's
There's
too
no
many
way we're actually
opponents
doing
out,
this.
then
They're just
you
going
never
for the tower.
contest it, or you don't
fucking
like just try to burn
crazy.
Baron unless like your burn damage is really good. Like if you
focus
have
on-
like I'm talking like Rise, a hyper carry, and maybe like one other like good DPS, like that can help burn Baron. But in our case, we have a Shen, an Ori, a Poppy, a Varus. Like we have terrible burn damage.
for top. Can we just not? And oh, I was gonna say we could just look top. That's alright. You can chase her easy. You got her slow. Oh, oh, I got her. I got her.
Fuck. Yeah, I missed my follow up. Nice.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's use it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride that bot wave in.
Yeah, we can get in him too.
Oh, we fuck up here. Oh shit, this is why it took so long. Now, yeah, now I knew we fucked up somewhere. Cause this should be game, and this is where the comms get a little wacky, right?
Meet mid? Do we want to go mid? Just take last inhib? Or can we end?
We were.
Trinity.
So I knew I didn't say no. I knew I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes either. I didn't give a no or a yes. So Demo asked the question, and then we didn't have a yes or no. And then Polka taunts Sports, so I'm like, oh shit, man. Yeah, let's fucking get it. And then I went too far. And then we had no peel for Tryndamere. And then we got fucked.
Meet mid? Do we want to go mid? Just take last inhib? Or can we end?
We were.
Trinimer's on me.
Hey guys, Trin.
I'm slowing him.
Yeah. That was
Got it, Israel.
complete. That was not Demo's fault, or
Yeah.
that was our fault for not
Did not get turned.
making a call
It's not good.
based on his question. Let's count how long it takes. How long does it take for someone to answer
Yeah.
Demo?
Meet mid? Do we want to go mid? Just take last inhib? Or can we end?
We were.
That took like 5 seconds. 5 seconds. It took us 5 seconds to say anything. That's why this gets really awkward. I said oop oop after you taunted because I was like, oh shit, oh shit. that was just making reaction sounds. I actually, which is not useful at all. It's one thing I'm trying not to do as much, you know, like reacting per se to what's happening. More like just saying, okay, back up, or something like that. Yeah, I didn't say anything there. That was useful.
Trinimers on me.
Hey, guys, Trin.
I'm slowing him.
Also, it doesn't help that. So
Me,
not
man,
only
you wanna
does
come in? Just
so
take
Palka
this
uses his taunt, right?
Come in.
And then that leaves me as the last defense for
we're-
stopping them from diving in, and I'm diving in, and I don't actually pay attention to Tryndamere. So Tryndamere walks right up to Ragnar and fucks Ragnar up because of me. This play here is actually fine still. Like as Palka just like going in just testing them is actually perfectly fine if I don't do what I did here.
Trinimers on me.
Hey, guys, Trin.
I'm slowing him.
So even like regardless of like let's say what like with how bad the comms were in that situation,
Guys, did we get
we would have been fine if I didn't just dive in like that.
Did not get turned.
It's not good. Yeah.
Oh,
Like we definitely should have
He's
gone mid in
40
the end.
HP.
Hey guys, don't. Guys, we're extending super hard now.
That was me tilting. That is me tilting based on the situation. I think I've done a really good job of actually not showing tilt like in my voice as much while playing these games, but that is definitely a situation where I was like really tilted because like I knew like we all know we have the game won, right? Like we have Baron, 2 super lanes, like the game is won. And we fucked it up.
We're trolling.
Yeah. Why did we not want to just take mid tower?
That's what I said.
No, we could have. No, we
Yeah.
could have.
I mean, I suggested, and I got a no, so I stayed
Yeah.
bot.
I didn't say no.
I technically did say no, but
I think you were responding to something else, but I'm pretty sure you were like no when we said that, Brendan.
I was thinking that we could just end because it was 4v5.
We can always check it later. We can figure out who knows if we really want to side play him. It doesn't matter.
I mean we have to play for this no matter.
so we spent maybe we're all dead. No one can really do much anyways. We did not actually spend too much time worrying about it. That is the key thing in this situation. There are teams that definitely would have gone over that situation in comms and would have just been mulling it over. And they would have mulled it over so much that they would have lost the game. We'll see how we
Matter
do
what.
on comm-wise since
We
then.
have to
I'm heading
peel. We
forward.
have to peel Trin. We must peel Trin.
They're heading there now. I need help. If
Yeah,
can
that's-
get word.
We out frontline them super hard, by the way.
So I'm just trying to hit 16 at this point. We haven't talked at all about power spikes or anything that much. We have
They're all,
cleared. Oh, I remember
outside.
this. I remember
Yep,
this.
yep,
The
yep.
contest.
They have a really weird like they're approaching this in a weird way. Like they're approaching it through bot because like maybe it's not entirely weird. Like because we have supers pushing that down that lane, so they're stalling that push from endangering their base, so they can contest dragon through bot. But it's like all around here, which is not really ideal for them because if they try to enter, like again we have Poppy Shen, we have Bard to hit their back line, we have Ori to like just punish his dives.
I can't hit this right now.
Copy paste 80 pages of one thing for Word.
We're all here, right?
Dude, this
Yeah.
sucks.
You wanna look? Ulti, 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 ulti.
Ulti.
Hey, we got one.
So here, this is where like the confidence in Bard engage
They're
comes in,
all,
right? It's like
bot
Yep.
side.
it's you taking over because I'm not a unfortunately like in this situation I'm not a primary engage. I can primary engage if they get in my range, but in most cases the enemy champions will not let you get in range as Poppy. And it's a bit hard as Shen as well. So it actually is up to the demo to lead the charge in this situation.
I can't
And
hit.
so like when they're walking up like this, they're trolling. They're in a shit spot. Even with Ori lagging behind a little bit, we have so much more room to actually play around compared to them. Like they have this little suffocating spot by Tribrush, and then they can try to maybe retreat in the bot lane. Like it's not really not that
Hit this
great for
right
them. And so when
Oh,
we
yeah,
route
right?
them,
Yeah.
when we route them going this way, they're doomed, right? Like they're going into a really small choke. They're doomed.
You wanna look? Ulti, ulti.
So I say ulti because I spot her here. She can't really do much. It's Karma. So Karma's not supporting these three, and these three are in a bad situation.
Ulti, ulti, ulti.
Ulti.
Hey, we got one.
And so let's see
here,
how this
right?
plays out
Yeah.
after we hit ulti.
You wanna look? Ulti, 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 ulti.
Ulti.
Hey, we got one.
So he throws Seju ulti. It's a good Seju ulti. The Karma is trying to route back around to assist the team here. She most likely should have sat here and throwing Qs and trying to like pull people away. Tryndamere is completely blocked off by my W. He can't do anything. Maybe he can fit spin here. I'm not sure. It looks pretty tough. Pelka lands taunt on to Lissandra, but she's gonna get ulti off no matter what, right? Holy shit! Did we have enough
Ulti, ulti,
CC
ulti,
in that
ulti, ulti,
situation to
ulti.
actually kill her
Hey, we got one.
before ulti? Bard stun, taunt, rooted. She can ulti and root, right? She might have trolled. I think she can ulti and root, so that should have been a little bit more awkward. But this is the first time, by the way, I use a full charge Poppy R. I realized at this point that it's better to just knock him away because why not? Like it's just he's just an annoying character anyways. So he's gone.
I know.
I think the Lissandra
No,
trolled.
it's just us and them. It's just us and them. And.
Oh, it's a short tunnel.
I love doing Q flashes Poppy. I only got to do it once this entire game, but I love it.
Oh, it's a short tunnel.
Any buffer ability is just fun to do. Like any buffer ability is just fun to do.
We don't have a wave here.
We can just end. We're
No, but
tanky.
We have a
We're more than tanky enough.
tanky Poppy Shen.
Yeah, but it has the minion
We're
reduction.
more than. Dude, it's one tower. We're
I
more-
think it's funny when Devo questions it to a second time. I'm just like, stop.
Here.
We can just end. We're
No, but
tanky.
We have a
We're more than tanky enough.
tanky Poppy Shen.
Yeah, but it has the minion
We're
reduction.
more than tanky.
minions.
Dude, it's one tower.
Okay,
We're
okay,
more
okay,
than
okay.
tanky enough.
I think it's so funny because it's just. It's like politely telling someone to shut the fuck up and listen to me.
Nice. Can we still end? Oka, can you tank? Guys, can we hit it?
No, it's fine. No, it's
Nice,
still
nice,
fine.
nice,
It's
nice.
still fine.
Can we still end? Oka, can you tank? Guys, can we hit it?
It would have been fine because Doug's. Yeah, it would have been fine. We have 10 seconds left on it here. Even if the wave wasn't there, we would have been fine because we have 10 seconds to take this tower down, which it's going to take 5 seconds at most. And Pelka can still tank it perfectly fine, and then you have 5 seconds left to kill Nexus. Because it takes us about 2 seconds to kill the tower with minions. It'll take it just a little bit longer with without minions.
Alright, end. Nice. Good job, guys. Good job. Not bad, not bad.
Ashley's just waiting for the game we lost. Jesus Christ. Look how low we are before the last kill.
I'm not gonna lie though.
We don't have a.
Oh, this is because he hits a full,
Nice.
a full man R.
Still in. Polka, can you tank? Guys, can we hit it?
He hits a 5-man R. He hit a 5-man R. See how much damage it did to Ragnar? He lost 50% of his HP from getting hit by it. That's all. Like that's all that happened in that situation. We just all got hit by his one ability.
Leaving now.
But
Back.
Alright.
hey, wait, don't pick it right away though, Doug.
Look, Demo, I'm gonna tell you right now, even without minions,
yeah,
we're
weird lane.
perfectly
To
fine.
speak-
Like it's not a losable.
I think
It's
I'm
not
not-
losable from
Oh,
that
wow,
situation.
No, what am I fucking saying? They have more. What am I saying? He went ignite.
Yeah,
he
but
did
we'll-
not go TP by the way.
just gonna stand,
and then just
like,
stand
here.
back here. Yeah, just stand
Yeah.
back there. So early ward bot try and then stand back by your position.
All right, so we make the calls on.
Nothing weird because their comp needs to get ahead, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
they're
trust you. Yeah,
immediately
thank you,
looking
thank
for
you.
invade. Like,
So I make the call that they might invade. We see that they invade. Doug spots them through mid. LCS analyst, I know, right? Former LCS analyst. What's that to say? I'm an LCS analyst. Former. We're
chilling.
Still not
Took so
convinced.
long to put away that other.
So you think that it's gonna take like we have 12 seconds to finish the game. Your base when you have Pelka will be able to tank the tower completely. You will not get low enough from the tower because Pelka has over 250 armor. He has Sunfire, which is like I think it's like is it 50 to 60 armor. He has Thornmail, which is 100 armor. He has Tabbies, which is 30 armor. He has his base armor. He has a shit ton of armor. He doesn't really take that much damage. Plus, he has a shield built into his kit with like Shen passive. And then there's me, who also has a shield built into my kit, and I have like 180, maybe 200-ish armor. And Pelka was sitting at like maybe like 1,700-1,800 health at least. We're fine.
Team Omega
No,
Wolf.
Demo. You're under the assumption that Ezreal's gonna be able to.
Guys, can we hit it?
You're under the assumption that Ezreal's gonna somehow be able to kill our backline by himself while we still have our front line. He's not. He can't. How is he gonna 1v5 this? He can't. He can't. He's not gonna be able. If the second he E's at all, he dies to Ori. No,
nice.
it doesn't matter if we don't have
Yeah,
minions.
so
The minions. Stop getting the
take-
minions thing in
guys
your
can do it.
head. It doesn't matter. He's gonna. Okay, look. He's gonna poke us down a little bit more, right? He's gonna poke us down a little bit more. Take in 3 more seconds. Just 3 more seconds of just Ezreal poke. I'm gonna take a little bit more damage. Whatever.
Nice.
I have 218
Yeah,
armor.
Can we still end? Polka, can you tank? Guys, can we hit it?
1, 2,
Alright, end.
3. He would have hit me and Pelka a little bit more. We might have been a bit low, but we still have 3 other people up, and both tanks will not die in this situation. One of the tanks will fall, maybe, but not both tanks. And we still have 4 other people for the Nexus? No,
Nice.
the tower
Good job, guys.
melted.
Good job.
The
You
tower
did it.
melted due to minions. My point is that it takes us 2 seconds to kill tower with minions. It's only gonna take us
Nice,
an extra 3
nice.
seconds at most to
Yeah,
kill the
you
tower.
said-
That's my point. And Ezreal's not the type of AD that's in this
Okay.
situation that's
Guys, can
gonna
we hit
kill everyone. That's just the point I'm trying to make. It's just something I know from watching and playing games. Like there's just no way Ezreal will be able to kill everyone here. Now, if there was 5 seconds left, if these guys were on 5-second timers, you would be right. guarantee you would be right if there was only 5 seconds left. This would be very awkward.
Alright, and. Activates.
Olaf throwing axes at our face.
Yeah,
Just
their level
skeptical.
1 is super scary.
I know. I mean, I'm just telling you I'm just letting you know this is what I think in the situation. I believe that no matter what, we can finish it because there's at least 11, 12 seconds left on next dude. And the enemy's playing Ezreal where I'm not afraid of it at all.
Like,
Flash flip, Olaf axe.
I would say early ward this. Like once you get there, just ward it.
I'm just gonna stand
and then just
like
stand
here.
back here. Yeah, just stand
Yeah.
back there. So early ward bot try and then stand
Basically,
back by your position.
Demo, the way we would have your point proved over mine would be if we get in the same situation and then we lost the game off of it. I kid you not. That is when it will turn around. Unfortunately. I will make the same call in the same situation until it does not work. And then when it doesn't work, I will fold. Now, would it have been safer to take mid tower, mid in him? Yeah. It definitely would have been safer to do that. Would have prolonged the game maybe? Could they maybe have stalled out the game? Because their bot inhib would respawn soon, same with their top inhib? Maybe. I have no idea. I just wanted to finish the game because the game was drawing out so long.
Nothing.
So both on my want to have the game end, and then my gut feeling that we could end. That's what I based my call on.
Their comp needs to get ahead, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like they're immediately looking for invade. Like.
30 seconds to minion spawn.
No. No. And like I'm not right all the time. Like that's just not true at all. Like I think every single
So
game
long
that I've
to put
reviewed
away
so
that
far,
OT
I have found
like a little-
several mistakes by me in every single game. I think the Poppy one might have actually had less mistakes than the other two, though, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna.
It's okay, we have more broken runes than they do.
Big facts.
Fucking hell.
Three people won't get up in that
Okay,
situation.
okay.
Only one person gets up. At most,
Darn.
one person may get up in this Sejuani. No, Sejuani, you had 9 seconds to get up. The other two had two more seconds added on top of them to get up. Like I said, I calculate 5 seconds at most to take tower. That leaves 4 seconds left for Sejuani. That leaves 4 seconds to take Nexus. And in that case, she's gonna have to rush. 6 seconds is way too long for them to get up and take to stop the Nexus from dying. That's how I view it. Alright, so right off the beginning, we're playing Ryze, Akali, Jarvan. Dude, why am I not just looking at what we're playing? We're playing Ezreal Thresh versus. What the fuck are you guys playing? Oh, Corki Volibear, which Volibear has a lot of all-in pressure when he has Flash and when he has Hex Flash. But you just basically just have to, like, the second he Rolling Thunders, you just flay him away. Not as easy when he has Flash, like I said. Corki's damage is not it's not really that nuts early on. Like he eventually starts getting like quite more burst than Ezreal in a way. Nocturne's just like a full cheese pick, and same with Mord. Both they're playing a full cheese mid and top. Who's their jungle? Olaf, right? Olaf, who is basically trying to stop me from doing anything in the game.
I'm coming mid. He's even harder
Ashley,
in
why
this
do you
area.
gotta say this stuff?
Okay.
So I kill him,
Nice job.
I lose a lot of HP, which makes me already spooked that I'm gonna get invaded by Olaf.
Nice.
Hello? I'm really glad that they called me about dropping my interest rate on my car insurance. But it wasn't a real person, it was just an automated message, so they can actually go, you know, die. Fuck you, stupid ass AI.
They're probably gonna try to go hard level 2. I got this one.
I'm a little spooked of Olaf. Just gonna be a little careful.
I wonder if I should have done blue instead. What did I do? I did red. Oh, I did red with mid experience. I actually probably have enough XP to get 3 with blue instead of doing Gromp. But I didn't calculate it. I didn't do the math. So I just did Gromp instead.
Polly just worded River Brush.
Top lane is sitting on my turret right now.
I've got a stack for Cannon, Ragnar.
He ignited? Holy shit.
Doggo's push, he's fine. This guy's playing like a monkey. I gank because he's playing like a monkey.
He's dead. I'm out. I'm gonna back.
I have enough HP to actually go to my blue and contest it still. I have 400 HP and I have
Did they
smite.
spot, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Alright,
They
I'm
came in
not
late.
I'm not gonna bother.
Let's see if it was the right call or not. I could have done it.
Is here.
I 100% could have done it. Olaf would have contested me, but it would have been
Next
fine. I doubt he would have done it.
It's 22
Nice.
CS.
Yeah,
doubt he
I'm
would've done it.
way down in CS.
Ah, dude, I actually could have done it. And if he doesn't take my blue, like I'm in a better position, I knew by basing that I was most likely gonna give it up, no matter what. I guess I technically could have approached it again still.
Like, you know, honestly, like.
I probably could have.
But we got-
Dude, I would have a buy too. I'm actually trolling. Oh my god, I'm actually trolling so hard. I didn't even think about that part. I didn't even think about that I have a buy over him. So he actually can't fight me. Even though it's level 4, level 3, and Olaf does beat Jarvan in the head-to-head. Not when I have challenging smite. And I have a longsword. I have 10 more AD. Bernardo. Oh, shit. That's actually so sad. That's actually really sad. And if he contests this, and I contest him, he's in a much worse position because he has to base afterwards, and he has to get the fuck out. We might even be able to burn his flash in that situation too.
Got 2
Oh,
kills,
sorry, I
so
didn't
it's
realize
good.
you were
He's
gonna-
gonna see the blue. Let him have
Man,
the blue. I don't give a shit.
I actually,
Like,
I actually screwed myself. I actually screwed myself. Polka and Doug did well with setting up the lanes. Like Polka traded a lot, you know, more hovered right. Doug kind of made him want to hover right side towards me. And then I put myself permanently behind the rest of the game, which makes me have to play in a more awkward state
is
the
what it
entire
is.
time.
Volley is missing. He might just be choosing one of the bushes here, but oh yeah, he is. Oh, I fucking whiffed it. That's unreal. Good trade. We got passive. He got his passive. Nice.
I'm gonna look for crab.
Oh, this is another mistake that I do. So, and I was thinking about it yesterday. I don't know why I was thinking about it or why I was thinking about it last night. But I burned mid flash, or no, I didn't burn mid flash. He still has flash over Doug, which puts him in danger. Before Mord hits 6, I could easily just revisit this lane while bot lane just kind of AFK lanes again. And I think our map state would have been so much better if I just did that.
Got a stack
Because
for
I'm going to
Cannon.
look to gank bot here, because they're pushing out, I think. When in reality, I could actually cover mid. I'm not paying attention to mid at all. And look, I see Olaf ganking mid
Volley,
at
no
this moment.
passive,
And I don't...
by the way.
Oh, it's because... Oh my god, that's actually so sad. Oh my god, that's actually so sad. It's my fault for not looking at the minimap. and it's Doug's fault. He didn't say shit. Doug didn't say anything. He didn't say a fucking thing when he's getting like rammed up. So I gank bot while this shit is happening.
Hey, this guy flashed on me.
Just give
Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually completely fuck us up. I actually completely fuck our entire game up with my choice there. That's crazy.
If you didn't make it, there's no way.
That's crazy.
Sorry, Doug.
Okay.
I was ganking bot at this time.
Fuck me, dude.
You guys see Olaf?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Well, you got the tower.
And that Olaf has a level over me, but he doesn't have a buy, and I didn't look at that still. I didn't think about it. I'm plain afraid of Olaf when I have actual item advantage over him, and we just pushed Volibear out by burning his flash. There's no way Volibear can get there in time to help him, and that was free as fuck for me to just push him out. Ah, man, I actually can't believe I messed up that much. Just in the initial 5 minutes, I can't believe I messed up that much.
You might be able to come back after Krogs. No flash, no passive still.
He's
still on
he's
tower.
just chilling. Like he's just gonna look to counter gank. I'm gonna go clear my top camps. Ooh, nice hook. Oh, let's go. No.
He's ignited.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, okay, just making sure. Because I'm just spooked that Olaf would just randomly show.
Yeah.
That was really good, dude.
Yeah, very good.
That was a good hook. It was a good play by
I'm
Demo.
kind of feeling these guys out. Usually when people do weird picks, they're either really good or they're really shit.
Well, he actually plays Corki, but
Let's back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we can't. Cannon wave.
Alright, I have a stacker cannon. I'll help you clear.
Olaf's hold it. Is taking mid farm.
Olaf hasn't based yet. He's gonna go clear his top
fuck,
side
I
now.
wasted my stack. Good cannon.
I think this guy backed or something.
Nice.
Now it's back.
Yeah, he probably did.
I'm falling
He
in
was
back.
sitting there the whole time.
Oh Jesus.
Crazy. That dude's a madman.
Stinger. This is going to Nashers too.
I'm still trying to hit
Eh.
6. Mord is 6, which means I can't gank it.
I
would
think in
die
this
to him,
case,
pretty
I should be
sure.
eyeing doing Raptors and heading towards top side for a gank
Mord
on
is looking top,
Nocturne.
Polka.
Yeah, I'm
I
back
can't
from
gank
there,
mid
so-
because it's just Mord gonna ulti and it's gonna be really awkward. Even though he's actually really not. Well, I guess this is where I would say, even though I play Mord, like I can kind of feel out that he might be able to survive long enough to beat me out. Because you look at the HP difference. It's 1k HP versus 700. Even if I had max HP, I have 849, and maybe if I wasn't going Hammer, because I should be going Cinderhulk, not Warrior. I knew. I think I said later, like, well, I might not even said it, but I not really know. I thought to myself, like, holy shit, I'm so used to building Warrior Jarvan in solo queue, or whenever I play Jarvan jungle, that I just completely forgot that it's terrible. It's almost always terrible to build in competitive matches, especially when you need a tank, which we needed a tank.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's all good.
So then, like, you know, now I'm in a situation where I'm staying around bot side.
I'm gonna do
Like,
red.
I'm waiting for my red,
Help with that.
and
Olaf
Olaf is
should
here,
here,
and
he's on
I
blue.
know I can't beat Olaf when Olaf is level 6
gonna get
and he's
Scuttle,
gonna get
but
level
that's
6 off
okay.
Scuttle.
That should be enough, I think, to help.
It's F.
Just let him have scuttle.
So I path in a way that
I'm gonna pick or try.
keeps me
I
on
got
his side,
Okay. See,
and we get nothing done. I think Polka gets a solo kill too.
it's
Soon.
better for you to have yours on you.
Okay, I have a stack for cannon.
He's level 6, by the way. We can't win any fight right now unless I'm level 6.
Wally probably has passive back.
Yeah, he.
Wanna go?
I think Polka just landed
Olaf's
his
here.
E.
No, Olaf's here. No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
no.
We got him to WA, it's fine. Nocturne.
Yeah, he took Drake.
Yeah,
Hey,
Poke
nice
gets a
job,
solo
Poke.
kill, which is really good.
Really good fucking
One
job.
walk down. Just
If you guys chill bot, that's fine. I'm gonna path towards top and take wolf so I can hit level 6.
Yep.
There,
Interesting.
fine.
Okay, so we make a call that I'm gonna hit level 6 off this, and then I can look for somewhere.
They're to clearing the bush.
We
here.
basically
Yeah,
haven't
it's
done
okay.
anything bot lane yet.
It's okay.
Well,
I'm level 6
I guess
now.
I went for that one gank that burned fully flashed, and that's
I'm
about
just
it.
gonna put a regular word in there. just so
I'm
you know.
looking at him now,
This
and I'm
dude
s-
has
See the
no
point in
armor.
trying, we're gonna-
and
we're
so like
putting
I see that he's no armor, so I'm kind of like eyeing him now. I'm like, okay, maybe I can kill him. I check Raptors. I find Olaf here.
I see Olaf now.
I can't fight Olaf. Like obviously I can't fight Olaf.
What does he even
I
have?
flash in a minute. And more just checking.
Hmm.
So here, this guy gives us a free gank.
Nice.
I shouldn't have taken it,
How about stack for cannon?
but I was just
That's
autoing
good,
him for
Doug.
the sake
Doug
of
can
autoing
still
him.
be
But I
here.
shouldn't have taken it.
He has no flash.
Olaf? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna base. I'm gonna head towards top and look for Herald, and also play off Polka.
Bots Mia. I think they backed. Maybe.
Olaf and middle have their flash again in 15 seconds.
I'm just gonna throw hook here to check this brush. Oh, he's back. Okay, there you go.
Ball lane's gonna push
I'm
this
gonna
out
get
in
one of these
I'm,
base.
I'm still behind Olaf, like in terms of
That's fine.
XP,
I'm
but
gonna
like that's fine.
Yeah, same.
I have.
Hey, Doug, do you want to see blue now? While the wave is coming in.
I don't pay attention to Herald. Keep that in mind. I'm doing the blue handoff, and I'm not thinking at all about what's happening on Herald. Polka actually didn't say anything about it. You can fault me for not looking at the map, but I think Polka also needs to tell me like, hey man, they're doing Herald. Like that wasn't communicated once. I don't think.
I had a feeling that might be what they were up to. Oh shit, they're still on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I didn't think about it at all. And I think we could actually fight it too because Polka's so fucking strong. Even though Mord has inside track, I think it's a fight we should have taken in the end. I definitely think, yeah, we definitely should have just taken it.
Can we do anything about that?
No,
Said, yeah, they just finished it.
it's too late.
Yeah, I thought that
We
was
we
a
100%
recycle
should have we 100% should have
Okay,
contested with
package.
Polka's
Oh, you just
damage.
used
Polka
it?
would have fucking
Okay,
popped off
yeah.
really hard
Clear the way.
because he's too low and he has armor, so he can actually deal with them. And he'll get a
Put a
ton of
word.
AoE
Yeah.
damage done with his
So I can
EQ
walk up.
or with his Qs.
I can
I
get cannon.
I got Olaf ulti.
I could have EQ'd flashed. I could have done it now. I easily could have done it now if I wanted to. That's what I was fishing for, huh? Because I know he'd have to flash out of my thing no matter what. And Polka has R, so he can actually get on top of them. I think I do it anyways? No, I don't. And so then what happens is that because I wasted so much time on top side, actually, you know, I think the biggest problem in what's happening in this game is I really am just sticking too hard to where Olaf is. And the times that I could have abused Olaf, I didn't. So he kind of just got to run around and control the game over me, even though I got mid and top a kill early on. They're dictating the flow of the game when we have advantages
Kill
in
that,
top and
kill
mid.
this. Yeah.
Oh, he flashed. Sucks.
And then
Just
Doug
so far.
dies mid, which suddenly gives more
Nice.
more time to actually get back into
Thank
the
you, man.
game. What, how much does he have?
Sucks. It was so close.
Nice.
82 to 94.
Thank you, Brennan.
And Doug only has 2 assists. He doesn't have a kill either.
Just gonna put one here.
His shield would be 360 HP, so he
Yeah,
actually has a
against all that
1k
coming.
HP, which means I would
He's getting
lose
back.
100%. I would lose the fight versus him.
All up here, all up here, all up here.
actually helps me catch up in XP a little bit.
They might dive down here. I think he's thinking about it.
Polka's
I've got
killing.
cannon.
Polka uses
they're gonna die?
Doug to help kill him.
No.
No, he's leaving.
Doug
now.
ends
He's
up
leaving
using
now.
TP and ulti and doesn't get
Oh,
anything out of it,
or
which
not.
hurts him a little bit.
I don't know what he's doing.
Just keep me posted, guys.
He's recalling slash baiting.
This
here.
is perfect fun. If he can't do anything, I'm catching
He's
back,
back.
up.
They might dive now. They're all pushing tower.
No, they're gonna back up now.
They want to get the tower.
No, they have to back up.
I chunked mid.
So Doug says he chunked mid. Do I look?
Yeah, I'm going directly mid.
Yeah.
Nah, he backs up in time. And then I troll super hard here. Because I believe that he might be backing here. I make that call. And then I jump onto him. And it kills Doug again.
What the fuck?
You got that though?
Not with your fucking thing there. Yeah, your ulti was something from W.
I actually could have just been autoing him. And we could have autoed him to death. I have 160 damage on my autos. I ran away when I didn't have to run away. I also flashed like instantly for some odd reason.
What the fuck?
You got that though?
Not with your fucking thing there.
Yeah, we could have killed him. I think we could have killed him. So I would say that the moral of this story, of this game, is yeah, I fucked up. I had control of the game, and I messed
Yeah,
up,
you're
and they naturally just got to
Ulti was something
counter us with
Yeah, that's
just
sad.
easy. Or,
I
I don't know
didn't
how
know
to say
Nocturne
it.
was coming down too.
Picks that are easy to punish you.
I
No,
TP top, so I
he
can't
was
defend
he
you.
was dead.
Oh,
Came
did he do base roam?
Yeah, he came from base.
Alright, that's my turret.
Sorry, Doug. I mean, I thought I was gonna hit him with
I have,
EQ, but he
cannon
ended up
sack.
basing here instead of here.
Yeah.
Third
Yeah.
Tri Wars.
And that snowballed mid
this definitely
because
sucks.
They're gonna
even
look
though
wild.
Ward
never
doesn't get the
actually-
kills, Nocturne
I
was
never actually got
Nocturne
home.
picked up some gold. Olaf
You
picked
wanna
up more
stick around?
gold,
Can we
and
like check?
now I
Dragon?
definitely can never fight Olaf.
I don't have
Right?
any
Like now
wards
I
left.
definitely can never fight Olaf.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
bot
yeah.
lane's been doing
Okay.
the best
I
they
was
can
supposed
with
to back
whatever
in
situation they
what?
had.
I mean,
I was just
We
asking
haven't
if you-
used
if-
Polka that much because, well, I've been preoccupied just kind of like moving
There's a
where the
picture.
Olaf is versus moving where the Olaf is not.
They're back in bottom lane. I kind of want to back, get wards.
Me too. I have almost 2k.
Oh shit! This
I
is
don't
where I
have
make
any
a call,
wards
right?
left.
Yeah.
Polka?
I was supposed to back and then TP. What? I mean, I'm gonna.
I was just asking if
I said it earlier, don't I?
Third
yeah.
Tri Wars.
This kind of sucks though.
No, this definitely sucks.
They're gonna look cloud.
I never actually got home.
wanna stick around?
Oh,
Can
see
we-
that I don't register.
Uh,
That I don't
like,
register
check
at all. I don't
Dragon?
hear.
I don't have
Okay.
any wards left.
I didn't think that when Pelka said I didn't really get home, that he meant I didn't get my base off. So he basically TP'd there
I
without
was
buying
supposed to
yet.
back and then TP. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
I didn't. That didn't
I was
register
just
to
asking
me.
if
That didn't register to me at all. So actually, I made
Okay.
Pelka cancel for no reason.
There's a pink
And if our plan was to just let this go, I could easily clear it up from bot to top, and then we can test Nocturne with Pelka, and maybe have
They're back
like
in bottom
push
lane.
out top
I
and then
kinda
make a
wanna
mid
back,
pinch
get
play with
wards.
Pelka.
Me too. I have
Game felt
almost
really
2K.
slow. Yeah,
definitely gonna
yeah.
go
The problem
tower.
is
Word.
the problem. What happens is
Yeah.
because I'm
Leave my
afraid
back,
of Olaf.
Jaggers.
I just wanted to see if you're
It's
on it.
I should not have been afraid of Olaf,
If you guys
even
really need it, you
after
just call me off.
like
Seriously.
thinking that he might be stronger than me.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
Our backs are gonna get delayed anyway because of
When
where
I
we
backed
were.
the
They're
first
yeah,
time,
They're gonna look dragon now because they know we want to back.
it
For
makes it
sure,
so like
almost already going
I'm
up.
hesitant to make
Yeah.
plays from counter ganks, and since we didn't get any like deep
I'm gonna
vision,
throw all...
Hey,
I
Doc,
don't
you
know
want
where he
more of me?
is.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. No.
There's some. They got
Yep.
bot tower too. Inferno's last one.
And since you guys are playing Thresh Ezreal, I guess whenever I
Maybe
play
not.
with an
Yeah,
Ezreal,
no.
like
No,
I
no, no.
really just don't feel like it's a good lane to gank typically. I will also say
They got
that
bot tower.
again, no one is like pulling me. You know what I mean? Like, no one's telling me get the fuck over here. Hey, get in my lane. Hey, just gank this shit. Let's blow them up. Like, no one said anything like that to me. So I just play with what I have, like what I know,
Tower too.
and that's just what happens.
Inferno's last one.
Because I can tell you right now, even with like professional teams, some of the best junglers, they actually look pretty good because they have laners who know what they want, and the jungler just needs to show up and do his job.
Yeah. I'm almost a QSS.
Alright. Bot tower's down there. Probably gonna go mid.
That is a real thing. Obviously, like a jungler needs to make his own reads as well, but
Yeah,
I have to
my
only
item's
make my
done.
own
I don't
reads
need to assist
in these games for the most part. So if you feel like you need more agency in the lane,
Oh, the cheese.
I just need people to like
Damn,
give
you
that
ran
to
way?
me. You know what I
Might
mean?
Be dead. I passed that way. He flashed.
This dude's coming.
for
This
it.
dude's coming behind Polka.
Yeah, I'm probably dead here.
Move this back up. It's okay.
Yeah, we can't find Ward.
And Olaf was bot side.
I do Herald because I know that they can't do anything
Yeah.
here. You know, I ulti. They take top
Buffer.
tower.
Red.
They're looking for this mid tower, 100%.
You know, we're contesting red.
We're good. Hey, they're on Doug.
What?
Or maybe not. What's going on?
Hello?
I got the word.
I don't have ulti yet.
It's about 10 on a call.
I think I int here. I'll watch the lane. I know I do this because I want to punch it in.
Careful of Corky Poke. Don't take too much.
Oh shit! I remember this.
Don't worry. Okay, good.
I remember. Yeah, guys, don't take too much damage.
Yeah, we're taking, I guess.
All I could do was laugh at the situation,
Hey,
just like
Dragon
release
40, by the
tension,
way,
because it was
you
just like
must do
I
this
need
I didn't know what
one.
else to say.
You must do
You
this
can put
one.
wards on it first if I get an escort.
No, just lantern.
This is the third dragon. Brugnar's still
Yeah,
dead.
I have to EQ in. I'm gonna.
Oh,
I can-
this
I can
this is
ward
this is what
later.
basically secures the defeat though in a lot of ways. Well, this and then the missed opportunities we had when grouping mid.
So you can
Ward's
see
not-
it.
Ward's not even trying to
Dragon's
come
up,
and
right?
fight.
I mean, we have to do it. Like it's the third dragon. Technically, we could give it and delay it a little bit more. Pelka has a
That
good
volley's getting
flank.
Pretty low.
I go in. That's fucked up. Wait, that's so
I can ward
fucked up.
later, so you can
Ward's
see
not,
it.
Ward's not even trying to come.
Why
and
can I
fight.
not see the dragon?
That volley's getting pretty low.
Why can't I see the dragon? Someone explain that one to me.
You can ward later.
I smited at
Ward's not-
680.
Ward's not even trying to come
That's
and fight.
unfortunate.
That volley's getting pretty low.
Yeah, he smites me. And I just smited right away because I'm thinking
I
to
can
myself like,
ward
holy
later,
shit, he must have
so you can
smited.
see it.
Ward's not even trying to come and fight.
But why can I not see the dragon?
That volley's getting pretty low.
Like I actually get spooked because I don't see it. That's weird. That's so weird. And then I want to get my ulti off.
See it again.
Lantern.
I should just ultied right away. Why didn't I just
That
ulti
volley's
right
getting
away?
pretty low.
Ulti. 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 I literally could have ultied. I should have insta ultied. Pelka has really good damage. Pelka's like
Lantern.
Pelka gets an R off. Pelka misses his E. It's okay.
Hey,
This, see, in this situation, I wish Pelka focused these two versus these guys up here.
Wait, hey.
But it wouldn't have mattered in the end anyways, because at best he would kill Nocturne, maybe get Olaf a little low, but then these guys escape and he's still fucked, right? Like, so in the end, it really didn't matter too much.
I got peel for you.
Man,
Super
I could have
insane
had that
damage, but now
dragon.
he
I
does.
could have
Now he
killed
has gunplay.
Volibear with my ulti, and we could have
Doug
won at
wasn't in
least
the fight
even with
either.
dragon. Because now we
What
have
div RC?
dragon disadvantage, right?
No.
No, he's going IE second.
And then this is where, so
This
you
is
know what's
what they would-
weird?
this
In
should-
this situation, it actually doesn't feel that bad having Ragnar bot.
Yeah,
'Cause Doug actually clears the mid wave
Do you have
faster,
RC?
and Mord
No.
can't really do anything to Ezreal as
No, he's
long
going
as
IE
bot
second.
tier 2 is safe. And if Ragnar can actually hit the wave the entire time. The only downside
Got
is
Mord
that we
bottom.
don't have what is it?
We
Yeah,
really
one
need to
spot.
get-
He has no wave.
It just feels a little awkward having the AD in the side lane. I guess that's what it is. It's just a little awkward. But definitely we should in the end probably have had Pelka versus. Actually, no, we can't. I think a bit later I asked like, oh, can't Pelka fight Mord? But the problem is that even though Pelka could stall out Mord pretty hard, Doug can't fight the Nocturne because Doug didn't build any armor. And I remember specifically the Nocturne just like almost one-shotting Doug in a way.
Got the W.
We don't know where Olaf. Oh, Ragnar, did you walk it? Oh shit, he did.
Oh, wait a second.
Ragnar's dead to Mord. Yeah, dude, you just got like.
Ragnar should never be in a side lane.
Yeah, no, we had
well,
a really awkward
somebody
set.
else needs to say something and go there then.
Yeah, that's where.
We're still pushing mid.
There, so in that, we're just addressing the lane assignments, and we get a bit of sass, like, and I get it, because, like, if I'm Ragnar, I definitely would be a bit tilted in the situation, because it's not his fault, like, he ended up just being bot lane, and we never had anyone communicate on how we're going to get Ragnar and Doug to swap without losing mid tower, but in the end, we should have, one of us should have just said, give up mid tier 1, because it's like 1 HP anyways, and make the swap, but we didn't do that, so...
Bring
Pelka
mid,
should
rotating
actually
bot,
be
they're
the
rotating on
best.
you.
Comms
Shouldn't
reflected
Pelka
a
be
little
the
bit.
best versus this shit. Also, guys, did we just leave? Unless
Also, this is where
Yeah.
that situation where everyone
I'm
moves to
pretty
one
sure-
side again. I
can
think
Ragnar should never be in a side lane.
Doug
yeah, no.
bases.
We had
Well,
You're there.
somebody
I'm doing
else
blue.
needs to say
It's
something and go there then.
Yeah, that's where.
They're still pushing mid. Bring
Pelka
mid,
should
rotating
actually
bot,
be
they're
the
rotating on
best.
you.
Shouldn't Pelka be the best?
you have to stay there, Demo, in that situation. You won't. I don't think you stop it. Maybe you don't stop it, but you should just be there anyways.
Versus this shit?
You could
Also,
probably throw
guys,
lanterns
did
at
we
me.
just
Nah. Actually, you should be fine. I think they actually would be a little spooked, especially if you like land a hook. I think they'd be a little spooked.
Leave fucking mid entirely open.
I had the base.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is
Holy
me
shit,
not.
Let's give mid tier 2 up.
I didn't exactly process in this situation who could have been mid, who could have helped mid. So I gave a unnecessary comment because at this point I already like have the I don't how to say it. The gut feeling is like I feel like throughout the entire game since the 2 ganks, I felt like I've had not much control of what was happening. And, that's why I have a comment like that come out. Which, again, is something to work on, right? Like, unnecessary comments that, like, they took mid-tier 2. Okay, let's think of what we have to do after that.
Now
Versus
they can go
whatever I
straight
say
to,
here.
Now I can go straight to Baron.
I was way too low health to even defend it.
So notice that, imagine in a world where,
Give mid tier. Pelka be the
imagine me
best
not,
versus this
like,
shit.
what if I didn't talk
Also,
about this?
Guys, did we just leave fucking mid entirely open?
I had the
What if I said nothing?
What the
None of this stupid shit.
fuck? Holy shit, we just gave mid tier 2 up. Now they can go straight
Amen.
to.
We know Mord is
Now they can
bot.
go straight to
We
Baron.
know it's 4v5 here.
I-
What if I was just saying let's fucking engage because it's 4v5? and everyone's like down to do it because we have ultis, we have realm warp and shit. I think I inted. I actually think I genuinely inted here.
Hey, Mord's not here, by the way. Mord's not here.
Yeah, I inted. Oh, dude, that's actually so sad. I tilted and I lost focus on comms on what we should do, and I killed myself here because of it. The call to engage is right, but I gave 0 time or heads up for anyone to respond to it, so I die.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I just figured because they have no TP, so
Mord's just going for our base.
it's okay. We can still go back for a base. Hey, nice. One base. For,
Dude, that's funny. Like, even when with me fucking up, we got 3 for 2. It was a good trade for us, 3 for 2, and that was me fucking it up by not saying anything. So imagine again if I actually gave a heads up on what to do versus complaining. Way better. It would have been way better.
I'm backing.
Nice. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna try to be more vocal on that. They don't have TPs. If we have man advantage, we just gotta fucking go. That's my bad.
Oh yeah, Polka insta died.
Yeah, we need more. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
Polka
immediately
insta
just
dies in this
bolted me.
situation.
Yep. They did.
I know I can't fight him.
He's got the bonuses now.
I know I definitely can't fight him here.
There's no words on Baron.
And we have to already do Dragon in 40 seconds, and
One
Polka's
word on
still
Baron,
dead.
but we need-
Somebody, not me.
It's on
not
dog. It's on
me.
dog. It's on dog. Well, I got a hover dog.
I should have
And
EQ'd
on
right
me or
over.
who?
I
Is
wasted
it
so
on?
much time trying to
Somebody,
walk over. I
not
should
me.
have
It's on
EQ'd
dog,
right
it's on
away.
dog. Dude.
I can get Lantern.
I know
to
the
you,
game's already
Lantern.
lost at this point.
Doesn't matter. Well, maybe it does. Shit. But that's fucking dragon.
I know the game's over. And
Holy
the key
shit.
thing
Yes,
is,
to you, Lantern.
This
So,
too.
this is our last shot, right? Like, this is our last shot. And we still have some confidence built into us from the earlier fight, right?
Well, I got a hover
But
dog.
once Doug dies, and I'm out of the fight, that's it.
and
I guess I'm sitting mid. Someone has to cover bot.
Last
Oh.
kill.
Yeah,
Just
and then
snap
Mord gets
you.
another kill,
Like-
they get another kill. Yeah, super tilted.
they're going for the top, or they're just splitting? Probably just
This
splitting.
guy on his own.
So that's me trying to hunt for
Not
a
everyone.
pick.
Guys,
Oh, right, I remember this too,
we
right?
can't
I remember
do
this.
you. Hey, midwave.
Pink over
No
there.
one's covering it. Not everyone.
See this? This is domination right here. This is playing shooter domination, right? Like, this is just too many people trying to rotate over. Not correct.
And guys, we need to stop having like everyone run at the same location though.
Because, like, notice Ragnar disappears over there. Pelka's, like, now defending this vision, and I can't do too much. And suddenly they have access to this. And we could delay this for, like, a little bit longer. But once I see spawning Mord bot, I already know that we're not going to be able to hold this tower. Like, it's just something that has to fall so we can cover the other 2 lanes and cover the inhibs.
Oh, you're fucking.
And so, you know, we give that up, and I think,
This is
okay,
so
well, we're going to have to
every
make a
time-
last stand versus Mord.
It's gonna be all you, Doug, on this.
And Doug gets hit by EQ and insta dies.
Like every time we can't 1v1 the Mord, they just get something.
But it's just like
Yep. Yep, that's it. That's it. There was a lot. I played bad. I played really bad. I didn't have enough confidence in my own strength versus the Olaf, and I actually could have punished the Olaf more and taken control of the game. And the laners are dependent on me to perform in this game. It's not like when we had, you know, like Ferris Bard and like Ori in winning matchup versus Lissandra, and like it's really up to me to control the pacing of the game, and I didn't.